Welcome to 549 Media. The lights are on, the crowd is loud, and the stage is set for tonight's action. From the opening whistle to the final buzzer, we bring you every drive, every shot, every play that makes the difference. This is where passion meets performance and every moment counts. Grab a snack, sit back, and enjoy your hometown Yellowjackets because the game starts now.
And good evening and welcome into the Hive. I'm Jason Grotz with Lance Rock in what's been an interesting start to the evening here between the Yellowjackets and the Rebels. As you may notice, we're a little bit delayed. We had some technical difficulties with equipment inside the Hive. That has been squared away. Our game is coming up momentarily. It should be a good one between two teams in the state, where the Yellowjackets and the Rebels receiving votes and the Yellowjackets inside the top 10.
Yeah, it's one of those rivalries. I think you look at these two teams coming back off last year's season, Jason, they definitely would get the nod of being a couple of favorites as you walked into Section 8AA, at least in the top 5, and they both played that way. So, again, tonight it'll be one of those interesting games that we like to call. I think it's an early game, so to speak, because it's midway through, but it's going to be a good one for both teams to figure out what we need to do to be champions of Section 8AA.
Well, we'll take a quick timeout. Thank some of our sponsors that help us get on the air, and we'll be back here momentarily with more from tonight's doubleheader between the Yellowjackets and the Rebels here on the 549 Media Network.
Welcome to Perham, Minnesota, a great place to visit and an even better place to live. Here's a look at just a few of the things you can experience here. If you'd like to find your inner otter in Perham, visit OttertailLakesCountry.com.
Perham Health is here to take care of you, to keep you crushing it. Broken bone? We'll fix it. New baby? We'll deliver. We've heard that. And yes, we can help. From life's big moments to the annoyingly sick ones, our providers have the expertise and compassion to handle it all. Perham Health, so you can keep on hitting it.
You have big ideas, and we know your local business is the backbone of our community. Your next big idea deserves local support from friends and neighbors. United Community Bank is here to support and grow local ideas with local businesses. Let's build something together this year and thrive in 2026. Big lenders. And when you bank locally, community is the whole point. United Community Bank, your local business community bank. Perham, Frazee, Dent. UCBankMN.com, member FDIC, NMLS number 4229.
It's something new every day, some different stuff to do. It's not the same monotonous thing over and over again.
Everybody works together, everybody knows everybody, you know, we all get along just well. It's just a great company to work with.
It's like a big family here. It's just everybody gets along with everybody and everybody clicks. Everybody just helps everybody out. And it's a pretty awesome job to have.
Hey, it's Tucker again. Did you know? DOT Insurance Agency.
At Hilltop Lumber, we're not just about building materials. We're about building relationships. We're honored to be recognized for our excellence in our industry. But the greatest reward? It's the trust we built with our customers. It's not just about providing quality materials. It's about building strong relationships. We're proud to be a part of the communities we serve, working with you to bring your vision to life. Because at Hilltop Lumber, success is measured by the partnerships we create and the homes, businesses, and dreams we help build together. Hilltop Lumber, where we help plan, supply, and deliver dreams.
Welcome back into the Hive. I'm Jason Groth with Lance Rock. It's been an interesting night already, but it should be a fun one. It's warm in the Hive already, and you know the action's going to heat up on the floor between the Yellowjackets and the Rebels here tonight as they get ready to square off in a pivotal Heart of the Lakes Conference and section game here tonight.
Well, I think it's a battle of two things in my eyes right now, Jason. One, how will the Rebels handle the Yellowjackets' speed? That's been their go-to, the speed on defense leading to speed on offense, and they want to play a fast up-and-down game. I think the Rebels can play that style, but they're also made to get the ball inside, and you're going to hear Aria Garrett a lot. Her name a lot. We had a little scary Tuesday, rolled her ankle, so to speak. We see her on the floor right now. We don't really have an update on how well she's going to play, but she looks good playing in warm-ups, and she's been someone who has really been a thorn in the Yellowjackets side in the last few years.
She has indeed. She's one of the keys to watch out for the Rebels. They come in averaging 67.4 points per game. The Yellowjackets come in averaging 73.2 points per game. And you look at both these teams, you just think defensively is going to be a key, and both teams have clamped down this year defensively. The Yellowjackets allowing just 46.8 points per game, while DGF has allowed 47.7 points per game. We'll take a quick break, come back here, and get you set up live from the Hive on the 549 Media Network.
McCall Construction is the Lakes area full-service construction management company, offering a truly personalized experience. From dream homes to commercial spaces, McCall Construction focuses on putting you first with experience value engineering that delivers on your vision and surpasses your expectations. Whether you already have a plan or you're just getting started, give them a call. McCall Construction will make the entire process so much easier. Call them at 218-346-7070 or check them out on Facebook.
Central Market, the fresh place in Perham and Detroit Lakes, offering the freshest meat, produce, bakery, and deli products possible with great value for your money. A visit to Central Market is a journey into freshness. You'll always be able to find a wide variety of items that will result in the perfect meal for your family and friends. Begin with their meat department, and whether it's succulent fruit and vegetables, fresh baked specialties from their bakery, or the convenience of fresh deli selections, Central Market is the fresh place for your family. Go Yellowjackets!
Since 1980, more families have trusted Jack Chivers Realty than anyone else in the Lakes area. I'm Blake Olson, the owner of Jack Chivers Realty. Our dedicated agents have a deep understanding of the area.
We live here and our kids go to school here. Let us find the perfect home for you and your family, or lean on our knowledge and marketing to sell your home. Find out how Chivers delivers right here in Perham. Reach out today and start packing. JackChiversRealty.com.
Lakes Community Cooperative is proud to support Yellow Jacket activities and our entire community. From propane and fuel to feed, HVAC, country stores, auto shops, a meat market, and more, LCC is your one-stop cooperative for farm, home, and business needs. Locally owned and trusted for generations, Lakes Community Cooperative is committed to powering our communities and serving you every day. Visit lakescommunitycoop.com to learn more about your cooperative and the many ways we can serve you.
It's not necessary to build your business in Perham, Minnesota to be successful. But it sure does help. Hammers Construction, your vision, our team.
Well, we welcome you back into the Hive as you take a look at the Yellowjackets warming up on the floor. Still about 7 minutes or so before those are complete, and then introductions and all that. You may be wondering why we have not started. Doubleheader's scheduled to start at 6 o'clock. Some technical difficulties inside the Hive, but fortunately we're able to get those squared away. Lance, I know you put in about 10,000 steps going back and forth, but we're back here at the Hive getting ready to go for tonight's game.
Yeah, it's all good, and we're glad you're being patient and waiting for us to cover this game, and it's going to be a good one. And I think you could kind of feel it building up here as both teams. It added a little anxiety, I think, and a little unsettledness to both teams as they kind of went back and forth between the old Hive at the Prairie Wind Middle School and back to here. And once it all got settled, the administrative team here at Perham High School really had their work cut out for them tonight. I did some, they did a ton, and they worked really hard to get this thing going. And it's good to see the crowd filing back in here, Jason, and they're going to see a good one. We talked about Aria Garrett on the side of the Rebels. She's just a force underneath the basket, going to go on and play and further her career. But she's not alone in this Rebel lineup, and you're going to hear names that you've heard for a lot of years in Schreiber and DeFries and Sunday, and the other one that I'm going to hit is Coachman. She can light it up from anywhere on the floor. She reminds me of players who play for the Yellowjackets. Like, you might miss your first three, but you could hit your next four, and all of a sudden you're up by 14, and now it's 2, or you're down by 4 just because she is able to score from all over the floor. So, again, they're going to – how they handle the pressure and can they get into a half-court set, to me, is really going to be the telltale sign tonight of how this game rolls, and we might be able to tell that early on.
The Yellow Jackets at home have defended home court really well. They're 8-0, 3-1 on the road. DGF 5-1 on the road, 6-0 at home. Talk about other streaks coming into tonight. Perham has won 8 straight. DGF has won 10 straight, and DGF swept last year, rolling to a 62-47 victory and a 79-50 victory. And the last time out these two teams played, it was Garrett with 21, Couchman with 15 to lead the way for the Rebels. The Yellow Jackets were led by Reagan Hamburger with 12 points and Cora Grismer with 10 points. Matchups will be key. You know that teams are going to try to slow down Hamburger from outside, as she leads the university and has an ability to shoot from beyond the arc, hitting this year at 40.6% from the field, averaging 9 points a game. But as the Yellow Jackets go, they go with their senior, Kaya Anderson, averaging 17 points per game and shooting at 45.2% from the field. And one of the keys with her, she's getting points, but also she's dishing.
Well, and she's grown to be the wise veteran. Her nickname on the floor is Rookie, but she's definitely the veteran. I think it's kind of like calling me Tiny. It's the opposite in effect right there. And she's just grown so much in her game. She's always been a good player. Now she's a great leader, and she's a great captain, and she's kind of formed these ladies that they're all kind of emulating the way she's playing. Last year, I think we saw a lot of quick shots. We saw a lot of shots maybe where you could have made one more pass and you would have had a really great shot. Now they're starting to do those things, and they're getting open looks. So I agree. She is dangerous in a multi-threat type of way. I try to think how I would guard if I was coaching against her, and I'm kind of thinking I would just rotate girls and try to pressure all over the floor and just go in 3-minute increments and say, you're going to try to guard her for 3 minutes, and then we're bringing somebody else in to do it. I don't know if that's kind of what some people would consider a junk defense. Maybe they save that kind of stuff for playoffs. I don't know, but nobody's really slowed her down except for maybe herself at the early part of the season, putting a little too much pressure on herself. Now she just seems like she's in a real rhythm.
We'll take a quick timeout, come back. We'll have your New Horizons Realty starting lineups right here on the 549 Media Network.
From the plains of North and South Dakota to the lakes of Minnesota, one remarkable creature thrives, the cold climate heat pump. It cools when it's hot, heats when it's not, and uses far less energy than traditional systems. Those who welcome one into their habitat enjoy year-round comfort, generous rebates, and bills that nearly hibernate. Cold climate heat pumps, cooling, heating, and saving all year. That's efficient comfort. Powered by Otter Tail Power Company.
At River's Edge Cabinetry, we believe your home should be a true reflection of you. Our expert team combines custom design, quality craftsmanship, and 3D visualizations to bring your vision to life. From kitchens and bathrooms to family rooms and outdoor kitchens, we handle every detail. Experience a seamless remodeling process with personalized service and attention to detail that you can trust. River's Edge Cabinetry, custom design for your lifestyle. Visit us in Perham or online at riversedgecabinetry.com.
Since 1955, Esser Plumbing and Heating has been keeping homes and businesses comfortable across the Lakes area. From residential and commercial new construction to plumbing and HVAC service, our skilled technicians bring knowledge, experience, and a friendly smile to every job. When comfort matters, trust the team your neighbors have counted on for generations. Call 877-882-4822 or visit EsserPlumbingandHeating.com. Esser Plumbing and Heating. Trusted people, trusted service.
80-90% of this world goes to a 8-to-5 job, and they get to slave away to barely get by. We have the opportunity to go put in the work and be able to change people's lives. Be the less than 1% in this business. Everyone in this room has the opportunity for growth. Everyone in this room has the opportunity to go protect a bunch of people. Be that person today.
If you're self-motivated and disciplined, this is the opportunity for you. Call Dan Persons at 218-259-0741 for more information.
At Nias Family Sales, our experienced mechanics are here to provide exceptional service in a timely manner. With 10 service bays, the service department at Nias Family Sales can work on all makes and models. Our experienced mechanics can do everything from oil changes, tire repairs, brake service, engine and transmission repair, and much more. Schedule your vehicle today. Call 218-346-5976 or visit the Nias Family Sales Service Center at 610 East Main Street in Perham.
Yes, garbage is gross, but here at Steve's Sanitation, we are your trash experts with experience to back it up. At Steve's Sanitation, we know how to schedule your trash pickups without missing a beat, and we have been doing it for over 30 years in Perham and the Lakes area. Steve's Sanitation has been voted the best garbage service in the Lakes area since 2019. With 30 dedicated employees, we're here to take care of your trash. For more information, call us at 218-346-4834 or visit our website at stevesanitation.com. Horseman Investments and Insurance can help you with your retirement planning goals and insurance protection needs. Kyle Van Dyke and his team provides educated retirement solutions, wealth management strategies, inheritance and legacy planning, and personalized auto, homeowners, and life insurance protection plan. We're here for your lifelong financial wellness. To set up an appointment, call Kyle Van Dyke at 218-236-6665 or email at kyle.vandyke@horseman.com.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Why would you wander around a warehouse store looking for paint when you could just swing by your neighborhood Ace? In addition to Ace's award-winning service, we have top-rated paint brands. Plus, our color matching technology allows us to match any color. So stop wandering and start painting. Head to your neighborhood Ace today.
Hi, this is Mallory Stotterell and Erica Saylor from Lakes Ace Hardware. You can expect expert help for your next project at Lakes Ace Hardware right here in downtown Perham.
At New Horizons Realty, we're on your team. For over 25 years, we've been helping families and businesses find the perfect place to call home here in the Lakes area. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or just dreaming, we've got the experience and local knowledge to guide you through every step of your real estate journey. As proud supporters of the Perham Yellowjackets, we believe in building strong teams on the mat, court, or field, and in the community. Check out our current listings at perhamrealestate.com or give us a call today at 218-346-7767.
Welcome back into the Hive. We'll now send it down courtside with our public address announcer, Trevor Seaman.
Let's just take a moment to give a round of applause for tonight's MSHSL sanctioned officials. Thank you to our officials tonight, because without them, we don't play. Now let's meet the starters for each team. First for the DGF Rebels, standing at 5'6", a senior number 2, Greta DeVries. Standing at 5'9", a senior number 10, Ellie Boyd. Standing at 5'6", a senior number 12, Annalise Oz. Standing at 6'1", a senior number 25, Aria Garrett. And standing at 5'6", a senior number 33, Olivia Coachman. Rebels are coached by assistant coaches John DeMars, Joel Wazaferret, Josie Beachy, and their head coach, Jason Sunday. Now the starters for your home team, your Perham Yellowjackets. Standing at 5'3", a sophomore number 11, Sophie Nelson. Standing at 6 feet, sophomore number 12, Lauren Jardy. At 5'5", a sophomore number 15, Reagan Hemberger. At 5'9", a junior number 30, Addie Drager. And at 5'11", a senior number 5, Kaya Anderson. The Yellowjackets are coached by assistant coaches Michelle Borman and Robbie Cox, and your head coach is Mr. TJ Super.
And we'd like to thank Trevor Seaman with their starting lineups as we get ready to go for this one. Brought to you by New Horizons Realty of Perham. As we're moments away from this one, quick announcement while we get ready for this one. Just a reminder, Saturday's Crossover Classic will not be streamed on 549 Media. We'll have the links available on our activity stream on our school website, but that is a Breakdown Classic event. They have the rights. It'll be on their stream for a fee. We'll have that link for you at a later time. As we get ready to go, it's Garrett and Journey to take the opening tap here on the 549 Media Network, and the Rebels will get the game's first possession. They're working on the near side. Here's Couchman with it. She hands it off. Here to DeVries. DeVries back to Couchman. Driving. Nelson cuts her off. Comes back here, creating space. There is DeVries. Looking inside. That's Boyd. Kick back out. With it, there's Annalise Haas. Now inside. Garrett to doubles there. Ball's poked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Rebels with 13 on the shot clock.
So initially, Jason, it's clear the Yellowjackets are going to try to double every time Garrett catches the ball. Look for her to keep now and find that open person right away.
Garrett working in the lane, drops it back off for Oz. Shot clock at 7. Back inside, Dirty gets the steal. Dirty with Nelson with her, will go left hand, gets blocked away on a nice play by Couchman coming back. So we got a fast-paced start and an electric crowd in the Hive tonight. Everyone on their feet waiting for that first bucket. Inside, Drager shot is short, but Nelson gets the loose ball. Nelson averaging just around 4 rebounds a game, starting off with one there. Now Hemberger into Anderson, drop off for Jurdy. Jurdy's short on the shot. Rebound grabbed there by Boyd and the Rebels, and it's turned over. Nelson reads that, drives the hoop, draws a foul. She'll go to the Horseman Insurance free throw line to shoot a pair.
Well, first box check for the Yellowjackets is they're playing with their speed right now. Again, Rebels throwing a little zone defense in there. Again, leaving Garrett in the middle. If you want to drive, you're going to have to drive and shoot and float over her. So the Yellowjackets are going to have to stop about 14 feet, make that happen as that first free throw goes in. Nelson
hits at the Horseman free throw line. She'll get the second. As the foul was on Annalise Haas, that's her first, team's first. You can see on our Hilltop Lumber scoreboard, Nelson 1 of 2 at the line. Offensive board, no. Garrett ends up taking it away from Drager. One of the things to talk about, Lance, as this game progresses, the bench for both teams. The Yellow Jackets have been getting a lot of points from the bench, but right now, here's Drager with the steal and a layup.
And again, we wondered if the Rebels would be able to handle this pressure by the Yellow Jackets. It seems like they're going to get Garrett involved all over the court as they're going to throw it to the middle and then try to break it with there, but active hands by the Yellow Jackets.
Now Boyd was trying to get it to DeVries. She cut, and Boyd ends up feathering it to the front row. 16:28 to go.
All that being said, Jason, all kinds of trouble by the Rebels. They're only down 3-0, so one shot and they're back in this game. Let's look how they handle the pressure of the Yellow Jackets.
And it's turned over as Anderson was trying to feed it inside to Dirty. Here's Couchman with it. Donovan to pull up three, goes to Garrett. Garrett working down low, drives. Collision inside the cylinder. Both players down. We have a whistle. They're going to count the bucket. That is interesting. As the whistle, we'll just count the bucket. DeVries will go to the line. Fouls on Drager.
Well, and I almost thought, Jason, we might see a double foul there. It's been a long time. Free throw good, 3-point play, tie game. I thought we might see a double foul on that, as I think both girls, it was a pull-push type situation. Here go the Yellow Jackets.
Hemberger, the corner three, misses everything. Rebound grabbed by Couchman.
If they allow this to get physical, advantage Rebels. That's all I'll have to say at this point.
Now with it here is DeVries. Dranger trying to get a steal. It comes to the hand of Boyd. Pull-up jumper from Boyd is offline. And now looking for a hook. And it's going to be on Dirty. Garrett and Dirty got tied up. And it'll be Dirty picking up the first.
And I think the argument would be that Dirty had inside position. I didn't really have a great angle on it. Again, good sell by Garrett, and she's physical in the post.
Three-pointer from the outside. It's good. As Couchman hits that one, it's 6-3 in favor of the Rebels as they've opened now with a 6-0 run. And now a foul here is going to be called on Oss, her second. Well, it's going to be interesting to see how this game is officiated between these three officials. And
again, I love the Yellow Jackets. You know I love the Yellow Jackets, Jason. I think all season long they've been the physical team with a little bit of hand check and using it to their advantage. I think they may have met their match on being physical tonight.
And that one's tossed out of bounds. The Yellow Jackets go too fast with the turnover.
And that's what happens when you get pressured like that, and that's what the Yellow Jackets have done to every other team. Now it's kind of turned about, so they got to take a deep breath, rely on what they're going to do, get back into your press break, maybe get into a set here. But good job here by the Rebels putting pressure on the Yellow Jackets.
Couchman drives, kick out. Three from the corner on its way. That one's no good. Nelson another board. Nelson across half court. Into the corner for Hemberger. Again, tonight the boys' game will foul. We'll keep it here on one string tonight. As it goes inside, Anderson and Hemberger were there. And that's, like they say in the NFL, you don't want two receivers in the same spot. You just had that there with the Yellow Jackets. Anderson and Hemberger going to the hoop. And now an inbound violation on DGF. They turn it over.
So again, when the game gets sped up by everybody, those turnovers kind of rear their ugly heads. It's happening for both teams right now. Somebody has to take a deep breath, settle down a little bit, and just get used to this style of play right now. And I think the first one to do is going to jump out in an early lead here, and that might be enough the way this game's going.
Nelson to inbound. It's Anderson. Drops it off, comes back to her now to Dirty, and her shot is blocked, but it's a foul, as a foul will be called on Boyd. That will put Dirty to the Horseman free throw line.
And again, some argument there. Officials tapped head right away, said the foul came on the head, not on the actual arm or body on the shot.
Dirty to shoot at the Horseman free throw line. Yellow Jackets on the year, just shooting 64% from the free throw line. Dirty at 66% from the free throw line. Ashton Kunza getting ready to check in. She will. Kunza averaging 7 points per game for the Yellow Jackets. She'll check in for Drager. And we talk about the bench scoring. The Yellow Jackets definitely have that in bunches with Kunza and Hansen, as well as Claire Pilgrim when she checks in. Jurdy goes 0 of 2 at the line. Rebound to the floor. And now it's grabbed by Boyd. She clears and brings it up court with Anderson on her hip. Costello checks in as well for DGF. Inbound for Garrett, gets tapped out of bounds by Jurdy.
Well, and you're going to see every possession so far, there's been a touch for Garrett, and I can't imagine out of this inbounds play, they're not going to look for a seal somewhere, but wide open with all the attention she brings.
Boyd misses the three. Anderson back the other way for Hemberger. Now Kunza. Kunza drives. The runner is off the back iron. Garrett the board. Now to the near side. Drive into the hoop strong. Unable to get it to go is DeVries. Garrett for the putback. No. She gets the board trying to clear space and get the ball. And a lot of commotion inside the paint there. Here's DeVries now. And a nice high-low look there. But Garrett unable to corral the pass, held ball. Possession arrow goes to the Yellow Jackets.
And I know it's been physical, Jason, and it has. I'm not going to lie. I think it's been physical both ways. You can watch Jurdy really pushing on Garrett, and Garrett might get a frustration foul. I think more times than not you're going to see Jurdy get that push. They're trying to definitely get Jurdy and Kaya Anderson on her at all times.
Jumper by Kaya Anderson is good. She hits the short bunny, makes it 6-5. Boyd, pressured by Anderson. Nice move, left-hand jump stop, turnaround jumper, good.
Well, one thing we haven't talked about is just the length and size of the Rebels across the board. They come and they probably match the Yellow Jackets the best they've been matched all year.
Kunza trying to throw it cross court, it's turned over. The Rebels bring it up court. Couchman to the near side with it, DeVries. Drive dished. Now comes over up top. Couchman again. Couchman will stop and launch. It's no good at the front iron. Battle for the board. Held ball will be the call. It goes to the Rebels. I think the Yellow Jackets thought they might have got Garrett going through, but she battled, held strong, got that rebound tied up.
Well, it'll be interesting to me, Jason, as they go now, the Yellow Jackets, as we go to the bench, they're going to do it when Garrett goes to the bench. It's obvious right now that Jurdy's got to be the one to cover her. I don't know if she gets into foul trouble where we go. That's going to be the interesting part of this game.
And now Boyd is fouled on the way to the hoop. She'll shoot a pair. Yellow Jacket fouls on Kaya Anderson, her first. Puts Boyd to the free throw line, brought to you by Horace Mann. That free throw is good.
Nice start by Boyd here. A nice little move on the inside. Got a good look at three, just rimmed it out, and now some free throws.
She's got 3 on the night as she misses that one. Drinker with the board. The Yellow Jackets started the scoring 3-0, but then it was a 6-3 run, but another turnover there, which has actually been a story of the Yellow Jackets season, but they've been able to overcome them.
Yeah, I agree, Jason. One of the things I've seen for the Yellow Jackets is a turnover after they create a turnover.
And now there's one for Hanson. Hanson to the hoop. She gets the layup. When Hanson gets that to go, cuts to 2. Couchman pressured by Nelson. That's another battle that we're going to have to keep our eye on all night. Here's Costello. Couchman now. Cross court there for Schreiber. She'll take the 3. It's short. Rebound to Kunza. And the Yellow Jackets at Kunza looking to run. And here's Nelson. Now the pass to Drager. Near side, it goes to Anderson in the corner. Head fake, drives to the hoop. Doesn't get it to go. Rebound grab, Drager. Now to Nelson. Kunza in the corner. She'll drive inside. Floater for Nelson, no good. Rebound grab by the Rebels.
Really nice cut there by Nelson. Just couldn't get it to go.
Schreiber misses that one. Dranger for the rebound as Kunza was in the area, and a foul now by Schreiber.
I think a little frustration foul there after missing back-to-back shots. And again, I think this pace of play is Yellow Jacket style. This is what they like. I think they agree with you wholeheartedly. We just got to take better care of the basketball. Don't make it so that you're going so fast that turnovers outdo the points you've scored.
Pilgrim with it. Now to Kunza. She'll drive through the lane. It opens up, but she's short on the finish. And Rosenthal the steal. Her shot is partially blocked. Kunza the board. Kick out 3 for Hansen. That's off the front iron and a rebound grab by the Rebels, and Boyd will slow things down and get it to Costello. Costello with it. Over to Schreiber, far side. Pilgrim out on her, inside. Nice cut, Boyd. She finishes.
Boy, was that ever a nice cut. Kind of wheeled around that whole play. That was a set. I think you're going to see again from the Rebels. Just really well executed there on that swing all the way over from one side to the other.
Rosenthal drives, may have got away with something as Kunza will go in the lane. Now back, and it's stolen away, trying to get it back as Hallie Schreiber gets the steal. Couchman brings it up court. Couchman on the Yellow Jackets trying to pick a couple of pockets, and now leading to a corner three is Hallie Schreiber, and that one was offline. As Dreger will come back for the Yellow Jackets. Hansen. Rosenthal all the way to the corner to Kunza around the perimeter. Kunza now to Claire Pilgrim. Back to Kunza. They call out to play. Rosenthal has it. Shot clock down to 12. Into the corner. Hansen the three. It's off the side iron. And the rebound is grabbed by Couchman once again. And now we got our first timeout of the game. It's called by the Rebels. We'll take it with them as the Rebels lead the Yellow Jackets 11-7 on your Hilltop Lumber scoreboard. We'll be back. Welcome back into the Hive. Late start, but we'll be here for the duration as we are excited to bring you Yellow Jacket basketball on the 549 Media Network. As I'm happy to say, my voice was recovered from the holidays. I know yours as well a little bit on Tuesday.
Nothing like you, man, and you talk about getting through in a performance. You certainly did that, and I had the chance to listen to you and Coach Haberman on the air, and it was fun to follow along. And nice to be back here, though, as well.
And Kunza goes through DeVries on that one. DeVries will drive. Left hand is good for Greta DeVries. She's now got 5 points. Kunza was dangerous to almost picking up a foul on that attempt. Pilgrim drives, dishes, and throws it to the Rebel bench.
Well, and one of the things I think is interesting, and this is not a knock, I love how our rotation is, and we've been very successful. Our bench play is young players. I mean, and this is not that they haven't been, but this is a section semifinal at least type atmosphere and game and physicality. How are they going to be able to handle this little bit more physical play is going to be that key, because they've been used to playing and the starters have been used to getting rest. Will they be able to do that tonight?
DeVries with it in the lane. Tough shot. Gets it to go.
Wow. I don't know that she could see the basket, Jason, and she just went up and again, the old school of knowing that corner of the glass, you're going to get it, and here's physical play again.
The foul will be on DeVries. She bumps Anderson, and that's going to be her first. Team's fifth. Nelson back in. I mean, the Yellow Jackets, we'll be honest, haven't been tested in a while. Yeah, the Sauk Center Main Streeters gave them a heck of a battle for, say, 3 quarters of that game, but before that, the Yellow Jackets had a lot of blowouts coming into this. As Anderson dishes it off for Rosenthal. Into the lane, Jurdy, nice play. Jurdy unable to finish as Garrett gets the board.
Yeah, you got to get those. You work so hard. That zone is really active for the Rebels. And when you get that nice little post-to-post type pass, you got to connect on those.
Garrett and Jurdy, a battle in the paint. Now a 3 on its way. Line drive dart, no good. And there's the foul. Thinking that Kunze might have got earlier, and now this time it's going to be on DeVries, her second going through.
Well, and she's played so well, I don't think you really want her to come out of the game, but she's going to have to. And all this is happening, Jason. We still got 8.5 minutes left in this game, or this half. And again, we're going to see some foul trouble on, especially the Rebels, if it continues to be called this way.
Anderson brings it up court as Hemberger comes in as well for the Yellow Jackets. Anderson now. Into the corner, Nelson. Drives inside Jurdy. Jurdy's foul, can't finish. He'll shoot 2 at the line.
And I can see how that one was missed. If you've ever been hit across the crown of your nose, your eyes start to water immediately. I think that's where she got it. You could see her wipe her eyes right away. That's a tough foul to take, but a good job. I like that they're getting Jurdy the ball underneath there. They're making that extra pass off that drive. It's putting some pressure on the DGF Rebels. Let's see if they have to change defenses.
Jurdy goes 2 of 2 at the Hornsman free throw line. Cuts it to 15-9. Now Yellow Jackets with some token full court pressure. As Boyd now guarded closely Anderson as she picked up her dribble. Hemberger on Costello. Now we got a foul down low away from the basketball. And I believe it's on Jurdy. And the battle in the paint between Jurdy and Garrett. That's her second now.
And this is where I think I'm the most nervous for the Yellow Jackets. It looks like Drager's going to go on Garrett. Again, Jurdy matches well. Without Phillips in the game, it's different for the Yellow Jackets, but guard pressure might be the token for this.
Nelson with it after the steal. Inside, stolen back. Costello driving against Hansen. Shot is no good. The foul is on Hansen. We said she didn't get position in time on the drive by Costello. She came over late. That puts Costello to the line. And I want to say Drager's mentality and physical nature might help in that matchup down low against Garrett, as that free throw is no good by Costello.
And I'll explain myself a little bit. I believe Drager can guard her. What scares me the most is Drager's, I don't know how to put this the right way, as the free throw goes in, just her knack of picking up fouls scares me a little bit, because where do you go after that?
We'll take a timeout. 7:38 to go in our opening half.
They go where you go. They're your wingman. Your I should get this thing checked out support system. Who knows? They may even be your +1. Or should we say +4? These are your tires. Small town, large city, winter, summer. Every destination and every type of weather. At OK Tire Store and Service, we go the extra mile so you can add some extra miles. See us for tires, preventative maintenance, and more. OKTireInc.com.
Welcome back into the Hive. An exciting first half. While the score is low for standards for both of these two teams, it doesn't mean the action has not been there. It's been back and forth, very physical, and I think what you expect when these two teams get together in the HOL.
Well, and I think give a little credit to the Rebels here. Their change of defenses have caught the Yellow Jackets off guard just a little bit. Solving these different zones has made them overpass a little bit, and their passing hasn't been on point right now, but things they can surely correct throughout this game.
Tell the Yellow Jackets going with their size. It's more of a shooting group on the floor with 4 3-point shooters. And there is one by Kaya Anderson.
And that's big because they haven't done that. Now they'll stretch the floor a little bit. Now you'll get some driving lanes, be able to attack the open areas of that zone.
inside. Garrett as they go with the double team. Drager in front and Anderson underneath.
And there's where I'm talking about. Drager's she can play this, and especially with the double team from Anderson, you got size coming to help you. It's that she grabs hold of that arm. I thought she was almost going to get a foul right there. And then you start to really stretch the Yellow Jackets thin.
And they leave Boyd open, and she hits a straight-on three. Makes it 19-12. Nelson near side to Anderson. Sorry, Lance.
No, I was just to say pick your poison, because if you don't double Garrett, she's going to score. So I think the theory is let other people try to beat you.
And Anderson answers. The quick release coming off the screen for Anderson. Cuts it to full. Here's Boyd now. Loses control and turns it over. That's one thing you see about some of these shooters that the Yellow Jackets have. Anderson might have that quickest release. She came off that screen and got that off right away.
Well, and she shoots well all over the floor, but straight on, top of the key has always been that spot where I think she feels the most confident, and she doesn't worry how close she is to that line. She can extend that range. So right now she's putting pressure on these guards from the Rebels. They have to go find her. They have to extend out. Now there should be some open area in the middle about where the HOL is.
Anderson with it. To Nelson. Shot clock at 10. Anderson. Knifes through. Kicks it right side. Hanson the open look. Off the back iron. Nelson gets bumped but gets the rebound. Drager now to Anderson. Anderson the three. It's good! 3 straight threes for Anderson. And the Yellow Jackets trail by a point. She leads all Yellow Jacket scorers with 11. Back the other way, Couchman. Here's Boyd with it. Now Schreiber will fire. That one short. Nelson another board.
And there was a miss by the Rebels. Schreiber, good shot. Oh.
Inside, Anderson gets it to go. She continues to run. Anderson with the bucket. The Jackets with the lead. Timeout Rebels. We'll take a break here on the 549 Media Network.
Hanson's Plumbing and Heating provides the highest quality products and services to ensure the comfort and safety of all their customers. It's what they do. Henry Hanson, later known as Hardware Hank, first opened the family hardware store in the early 1930s in Burgess, Minnesota. Today, they are proud to carry on his legacy of hard work and honesty through teamwork, fellowship, cutting-edge technology, and forward thinking. 218-346-2422 or make a visit in Perham, Burgess, or Detroit Lakes today. Hanson's Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving Minnesota families for over 80 years.
Perham Health is here to take care of you, to keep you crushing it. Broken bone? We'll fix it. New baby? We'll deliver. We've heard that. And yes, we can help. From life's big moments to the annoyingly sick ones, our providers have the expertise and compassion to handle it all. Perham Health, so you can keep on hitting it.
Welcome back into the Hive, and Lance Kai Anderson has gone on a run, has helped the Yellow Jackets take a 20-19 lead after trailing here early, or midway through this opening half here at the Hive.
Well, and you've said it, Jason. She's just developed as a all-around player, but she knew. I mean, you don't have to go any further than that. She knew that this is what the Yellow Jackets needed, and she took it. Going back to that, anytime that Garrett has a seal and there's no help on the backside, the Rebels got to throw the ball to her. They've missed her twice now on that, and right now even Sophie Nelson, there it is. The backside is smaller. She's going to be unstoppable under there.
And just like that, picks up her first points of the game as she gets her own board and put back. Anderson with it. Knifes through, kick out to Kunza. Back to Nelson, almost picked. But Kunza has it. And it's thrown away inside, and Garrett read that well. Couchman with it as the Rebels lead by a point. After the bucket by Garrett. A runner short. Drager Skies gets the board. Kunza back the other way for the Yellow Jackets. Tough pass. Hemberger corrals it in the far corner. And Kunza gets the ball back from Hemberger. Now Nelson with it. Kick to Drager. Kunza to Hemberger. She'll take the three It's off the back iron. Rebound corralled and grabbed there by Boyd. Rebels come back. Screen set there. Couchman with it as Boyd rolls. Couchman will drive, and a foul, and count the basket. As Couchman gets the finish. She'll go to the Horseman free throw line. As Kaya Anderson picks up her second with 3:58 to go in the first half.
And again, decision time here for Coach Super. It doesn't seem like it's too much of a decision. He didn't even look to the bench to keep Kaya Anderson in. Again, it might change up the defense just a little bit. Free throw good by Couchman. You certainly don't want her to pick up her third one in this half. But again, I think if you're Coach Super, you're looking what she brought to the court. It would be a huge deficit if she wasn't out there.
5-0 run for the Rebels after the timeout. That pass was tipped. Yellow Jackets took the lead, but the Rebels came right back. Anderson over to Hemberger. She fires the three. It's good. Reagan Hemberger, her first three-pointer of the night.
Again, you talked about it early, set up by Anderson. I like having her. I know she can shoot it from three, but she orchestrates so well being there at the free throw line. She finds the open lady, and she just did it again with Hemberger, and Hemberger acknowledges, hey, Kaya, thanks for that one.
DeVries inside. Couchman now takes the pull-up jumper, doesn't get the roll. Garrett battling for the board. Yellow Jackets come away with it. Nelson, the lane part, she gets hammered, and she'll go to the line to shoot a pair as Garrett picks up her second.
And again, I'm going to go back to that side of the floor. I know you have other really good players for the Rebels, but on that roll, you have Garrett there. Just lob it up to the basket, kind of like the old Shaq days for the Lakers. She's proven over and over and over again, she's going to put a lot of pressure on the Yellow Jackets as the first free throw is good. I think they're missing some opportunities, and then frustration on the way back that she didn't get the ball is, I believe, the reason she picked up her second foul down here.
Nelson has evened it up at 24. Just like Anderson, Garrett will stay on the floor with 2 fouls.
Trust in your seniors and probably your best player for each team. You got to like that out of a coaching staffs.
And this rivalry will continue between these two as they'll both be playing in the NSIC in the future. As Couchman has it now to Garrett. Working the high-low with her. And she ends up going to Garrett. Or to Couchman, excuse me. Now Costello. Drager fronting. Shot clock at 7. Hands it off. Here's DeVries. She'll drive. Off balance runner. No good. Garrett the board. Corrals. Goes up. Gets it to go and is going to the free throw line.
Well, and that's something we haven't talked about. She just has a knack, Jason, of being where the ball's going. And I think she read that one going off strong. I actually watched her go to the other side of the basket, and it ended up right in her hands, and there's really nothing you can do. The Yellow Jackets did a nice job boxing out there.
That free throw is good. Garrett hits at the Yellow Jackets will bring in Peyton Christensen.
Yeah, now you can see the Yellow Jackets a little out of rotation. They're trying to figure out who has who's bringing the ball in, and the like. So, again, this is why I talked about picking up some of those early fouls.
Garrett checks out. And you notice you may see in the corner of her screen due to her ankle, and she's standing the whole game as Hemberger hits the three-pointer. And the Yellow Jackets back in front by a point. Couchman brings it up court. Couchman pressured by Nelson inside. Boyd, tough shot. She's fouled. She'll shoot at the free throw line. As Peyton Christensen comes in and picks up her first foul.
And the Yellow Jackets are getting there. I think they're just a step late, Jason, and they are straight up, but they're moving into the shot. That's going to be an easy call for the officials.
Boyd does not get the roll from the free throw line. Brought to you by Horace Mann Insurance and Investments. Hansen will come in. Super managing his timeouts, talking to some of the players without calling the timeout. And that may have cost him on the free throw, but Boyd gets that to go. 28-all here in our opening half of this battle between the number 8th ranked Yellow Jackets and the Rebels, who are receiving votes in the most recent poll. And Pilgrim tries, gets a nice feed from Anderson. Misses the shot, taps it back out, and it's stolen away by Boyd. Or excuse me, Costello. Up ahead. Now inside, Boyd waiting and just finishes. As Ellie Boyd puts that one away, and the Rebels lead by 2 as we're back and forth with 1:20 to go in our opening half. Three-pointer from the corner from Hansen's good. As Quinn Hansen gives the Yellow Jackets a 1-point lead. Here with the near side, DeVries getting pressured by Pilgrim. Picks up her dribble. Looking for help, finds it in the form of Costello. Costello off the screen, the Yellow Jackets switch. They had the roll, but they're unable to get it to Boyd. Here's DeVries with it now. DeVries back to Boyd. Shot clock at 10. Hands it off Couchman. Couchman left hand drives, kicks outside. A three-pointer from Schreiber off the iron. Long rebound grab by Boyd. Boyd, baseline drive. Schreiber kicks back out. Boyd looking to go to the loop. She scoops, but her shot's blocked. Getting a piece of it was Quinn Hansen with 33.7 seconds to go. 13 on the shot clock. Rosenthal will check in, so Anderson does not pick up a third. And now with that move, Garrett's going to come in for DGF.
Yeah, this is a chess match being played right here, and I like it. And now we're going to go to Christensen to try to match. The wheels are just in motion right here by both coaching staffs, and they're both point on right now. Again, Garrett's going to get the ball somehow down here, Jason. You can just feel it.
Up top to Boyd. And instead, taking the three and missing everything there was DeVries, but the Rebels get the loose change. 5 on the shot clock. Into Garrett. Garrett up strong, gets it to go.
And Boyd's had a heck of a half for the Rebels, and that was a beautiful pass, exactly what I've been talking about for most of this game. And she has it sealed. Throw it over the top.
Rosenthal now near side, Nelson. Hansen with it. Shot, game clock at 7. Nelson down low, Christensen off the glass, too strong. Rebound grab, 3 seconds ago. Here's Boyd. Can she beat the buzzer? The feed to Schreiber. It's offline. And at the half, the Rebels lead 32-31 in what has been a very exciting first half here at the Hive between these two top teams in the state of Minnesota.
Yeah, really great play by both teams, and it's made it fun. The turnovers, I don't think both coaches are going to be happy going into half with as many turnovers. I gotta like the DGF Rebels with their changing of defenses. Yellow Jackets had to take the pressure off just a little bit because of foul trouble. I think they'll be able to come back to that after this second half. There are going to be some adjustments, but we saw Garrett getting that post presence going, and that's dangerous for the Yellow Jackets, especially with the foul trouble they're in.
And with that, we'll take a break because your halftime rolls on with the Yellow Jackets trailing by a point in your Hilltop Lumber scoreboard here on the 549 Media Network.
I'm Jen Hendrickson with United Community Bank. Jacket Pride isn't something we take lightly. We support the teachers and support staff that help teach our children every day. We support local Perm athletes with our Battle of the Beast sponsorship nights. And every year we award 4 scholarships to Perm seniors. Yellow Jackets are my team, and United Community Bank is my bank.
It's something new every day, some different stuff to do. It's not the same monotonous thing over and over again.
Everybody works together, everybody knows everybody, you know, we all get along just well. It's just a great company to work with.
It's like a big family here. It's just everybody gets along with everybody and everybody clicks. Everybody just helps everybody out. And it's a pretty awesome job to have.
It's not necessary to build your business in Perham, Minnesota to be successful. But it sure does help. Hammers Construction. Your vision, our team.
Lakes Community Cooperative is proud to support Yellow Jacket activities and our entire community. From propane and fuel to feed, HVAC, country stores, auto shops, a meat market, and more, LCC is your one-stop cooperative for farm, home, and business needs. Locally owned and trusted for generations, Lakes Community Cooperative is committed to powering our communities and serving you every day. Visit lakescommunitycoop.com to learn more about your cooperative and the many ways we can serve you.
At Hilltop Lumber, we help plan, supply, and deliver dreams. We are family owned and operated, serving the Lakes area since 1988. Though Hilltop Lumber is our name, we're much more than that. We provide superior consulting and design, accurate estimates, thorough product knowledge, and on-time delivery. We have a full range of building supplies from windows, doors, decking, and siding to hardware, tools, paints, and stains. Take the stress out of building and let us help you find the perfect products for your project. Hilltop Lumber. We help plan, supply, and deliver dreams.
McCall Construction is the Lakes area full-service construction management company, offering a truly personalized experience. From dream homes to commercial spaces, McCall Construction focuses on putting you first with experienced value engineering that delivers on your vision and surpasses your expectations. Whether you already have a plan or you're just getting started, give them a call. McCall Construction will make the entire process so much easier. Call them at 218-346-7070 or check them out on Facebook.
Welcome back into the Hive. We thank you for tuning in. Hope you're enjoying our coverage of tonight's game between the Yellow Jackets and the Rebels. Here's game one. The boys will be coming up. I know you might be thinking, should be getting ready to tip off. That's going to be delayed. We had some obstacles to overcome here tonight in the Hive, and the great staff and people that came together from both Perham and DGF to help make that happen. And that got everything going back on here in the Hive as the future of the Yellow Jackets playing on the court right now.
Yeah, Aaron Anderson listed off a whole bunch of names, and we'd miss somebody if we tried to recover everybody. But it was two towns coming together to make this thing happen tonight. And secretly, Jason, as I ran over and you were running to get stuff, I set up in the middle school. I was kind of looking forward to the old school atmosphere. It was ramping up during the JV girls game over there. And there's something nostalgic, I guess, because that's when I was about coming here is when that gym opened, and a lot of fun memories in there. But really good first half by both of these teams. I don't think either one can go disappointed into the locker room. We touched on it before. You just got to eliminate turnovers, especially those turnovers. I think the frustrating ones for everybody is the ones that aren't pressured, and they're kind of those unforced, as we like to say, turnovers. And the Yellow Jackets really got into that in that first. They were trying to play too quick. They were trying to balance themselves out with the physicality of the Rebels, and they got into some sloppy play. Really cleaned that up and towards the end of the first half, and we can't kid anybody. It was the Kaya Anderson show. She was either dishing it to an open person or she went crazy shooting from three.
She has 13. 3 of them from beyond the arc, or 3 3-pointers, 9 of her 13 from beyond the arc. Sophie Nelson has 3, Lauren Jurdy with 2, Reagan Hamburger with 6, Quinn Hansen with 5, Addie Drager with 2. The Yellow Jackets 5 of 8 from the Horseman free throw line. On the other side, leading the way for DGF is Ellie Boyd with 11, Aria Garretts with 7, as does Greta DeVries. 6 for Couchman and 1 for Costello. The Rebels were 6 of 9 from the free throw line. We're moments away from the start of our second half. We'll take a break and have that for you here on the 549 Media Network.
They go where you go. They're your wingman. Your, I should get this thing checked out support system. Who knows? They may even be your +1, or should we say +4? These are your tires. Small town, large city, winter, summer, every destination and every type of weather. At OK Tire Store and Service, we go the extra mile so you can add some extra miles. See us for tires, preventative maintenance, and more. OKTireInc.com.
Hi, my name's Wally Anderson. I've been at Tuffy's for 3 years at the warehouse. I just recently bought a Panoptics. It's like an underwater camera. Saved my profit sharing checks for it, and I purchased it, and I can't really wait to use it this winter go ice fishing. KLM's got better health insurance. Their profit sharing checks, it's a huge difference. It's bar none by far the best company to come work for.
Central Market, the fresh place in Perham and Detroit Lakes, offering the freshest meat, produce, bakery, and deli products possible with great value for your money. A visit to Central Market is a journey into freshness. You'll always be able to find a wide variety of items that will result in the perfect meal for your family and friends. Begin with their meat department, and whether it's succulent fruit and vegetables, fresh baked specialties from their bakery, or the convenience of fresh deli selections, Central Market is the fresh place for your family. Go Yellowjackets!
Welcome back into the Hive. Halftime, getting ready to wrap up. And again, we were just talking off air. Give a quick shout outs and thanks for all their efforts of Aaron Anderson, Activities Director, and Tracy Halberman, Activities Associate. They were kind of put on the spot here tonight with some of this stuff and did a great job of coming through and getting sure that these events are taking place here tonight in the Hive.
Yeah, incredible work by both of those two. And you ever wonder what your ADs do, you should have been here tonight. They were trying to facilitate getting this gym going, then trying to facilitate getting the other gym ready to be a varsity gym, running and finding, getting the officials. It was crazy just to watch them work and to watch them operate. And then Aaron Anderson's sitting right down the road from us here, now calling the game on the radio. So a day's work is never done, I guess, but with a huge shout out and thank you to both of those guys for all the work that they do and what it means to all of these kids.
And we had a nice meeting yesterday as we were preparing our coverage as we're the home of the HOL Wrestling Championships, which will be a fun day coming up next week. As we were coming up with schematics for that as Nelson drives, and it's stolen away on our opening possession.
A little like the game started. The Yellowjackets are just a little out of control. Nelson tries to make up for it, tips the ball out of bounds. But again, Yellowjackets, see where you're passing that basketball.
Felshman gets the inbound. As now driving is DeVries. A lot of players with 2 fouls, so foul trouble will play a role throughout this half as Boyd turns around and puts that one in and now has 13 on the night.
Man, Boyd is good, and she's done so many things for these Rebels. She's able to get to the basket. She sees Garrett really, really well, and she also has that size. You see her on defense. She covers a lot of ground.
Drager now inside. Jurdy, left hand, can't get it to go. Back the other way. Here's DeVries to the hoop strong, and she finishes. She's got 9.
And that's where her strength is going to the basket, especially to the left side, which is kind of unique. She still shoots a lot from the right hand, but much more comfortable going from the left. Yellow Jackets maybe want to steer her the other direction.
Heimerger now to Anderson. Turnaround jumper from the free throw line short. Rebound corralled far side by Couchman.
I don't think you want to make that mistake too many times if you're the Rebels, leaving Anderson open.
And DeVries hits the three-pointer. She's now got 12 and a quick run. Has been at 39-31. A 7-0 run for the Rebels to start the second half. Anderson with it now. Drop off Jurdy. Jurdy short, but she's fouled. Foul is on Boyd. If it is her, it's her second.
And that was interesting. I'd like to receive that one again. It looked like it might have been clean, might have got on the wrist or the arm, and I think that was set up by Coach Super, kind of talking to the officials of what can we do or what are they going to get away with underneath there as that first one rolls in. He might have helped by that call a little bit, and that's okay. That's the gamesmanship of playing. It's working both ways. You're going to see the DGF officials now talking, coming down the other way, and again, good job by the Yellow Jackets taking it strong.
1 of 2 at the Horseman free throw line for Jurdy. Here's Couchman with it. Couchman pressured by Nelson, picks it up, and Boyd to Garrett up top. That's going to draw out Jurdy. Now Couchman trying to drive as they had Boyd in the paint. Too many people in one spot. They're unable to get any spacing. Now Garrett wide open in the lane. Boyd, they lost her, and she puts it up and in for 2.
I was just going to say, why is Garrett so far up on the floor? That's why she drew the double team out. Boyd got left. You don't want to leave her. She's had a really good night tonight, but really good strategy there by the Rebels.
And pass thrown away. Now with the basketball, Couchman. Here's Boyd working inside. Goes up with the left hand and a foul. Drager. I think her hand came down, got her on the arm. And that's going to put Boyd to the free throw line.
Well, if this continues this way with Drager's third foul, we should highlight that first. If this goes this way for the Rebels, we're going to look at Boyd. Boyd's production tonight as she hits that first free throw. I don't know where she's at, Jason, and I heard you say a few numbers earlier. She's really been the one player that stayed true for the Rebels all night.
She's at 16 right now, make it 17. She goes 2 of 2 at the Horseman Insurance and Investments free throw line. The lead is now 11 for the Rebels. To the corner, Anderson. Nelson to Hemberger, inside Anderson, drops it off there, Jurdy. She's bumped and gets it to go, and Jurdy will shoot at the line. And that foul is on Garrett, her third.
And here's that gamesmanship going back, and I don't know that I can argue that one. Garrett looked like she stayed, but again, it's that physical presence, and Gertie, give her credit, went right at her, and you got to love that.
Free throws are going to be the story down the stretch, as that free throw by that three-pointer by Oss is no good. And now a foul, Drager. Wait, no, it's on Oss for a push. Oh, and that's actually on DeVries. Excuse me.
And that's going to be her third, so, it gets worse for these Rebels, and you can sense some frustration from the coaching staff, and I thought they thought there was multiple fouls on that one, and they certainly could have been right.
Anderson gets bumped, and now a foul there, and that's on DeVries, her fourth.
And there you got to be smart. Anderson had her back to the basket. Don't reach in there. You're just asking for that foul. As this gets tenser, the officials are going to call that a little closer, and they did just there. Now you're out for a while.
And now with that, too, you're at 14 fouls. Quickly, the Yellow Jackets could be at the line. As that pass, inbound, thrown away, Garrett just gets the foul.
And now you're going to rely on the bench from the play, and why not go to Garrett? What a play.
And she finishes at the hoop again. Fouls on Kaya Anderson. Now that's her third.
And you start to wonder, how do you balance this right now? How far up do you get if you're the Rebels to get Garrett out of the game so she doesn't pick up her fourth? Give her a minute or two and get her back in the game. But right now she's rolling, so you hate to do that. That's this chess piece is being moved right now by both coaching staffs.
Free throw line is unkind there for Garrett, but the one thing on the Rebels side is you can take her out with an 11-point lead and still maintain a little bit, as much as you can, as you'd like to think.
Right, and you've got your timeouts, so if stuff starts to go astray, you use those timeouts wisely and get her back in the game, but it looks like they're going to roll with her.
And Nelson gets the steal. Nelson lays it up and in. Sophie Nelson with the big bucket for the Yellow Jackets. She's now got 5.
Big basket by the Yellow Jackets right there. Sophie Nelson doing a really good job. And you see the Yellow Jackets, I am surprised they haven't picked up the pressure even more now with that lead being stretched.
Boyd left open. Shot no good. Garrett the rebound. Works through the lane. Can't get that to go. And Nelson comes down with it. Hanson with it. Over to Nelson. Takes a look to Hemberger. Nelson over to Hanson. Hanson hits.
Well, the match has been lit here for the Yellow Jackets. They're playing with that fire again, and it's starting on the defensive end. They're moving a lot more, and it seems like the DeVries departure has ignited that a little bit.
Oss from the corner. She hits. Annalise Oss with an answer. Her first bucket of the night, and the lead goes back to 9. Here's Nelson. Hemberger with it. She will fire the 3 off the back iron. Rebound Garrett as she clears out. Boyd with it. Couchman will bring it up court.
The deeper these threes are coming, you and I might be next taking the 3, Jason.
That one's short by Couchman. Back the other way. Nelson, Jurdy left hand, gets it to go, and a foul. And Jurdy has a chance at a 3-point play.
Well, I had to ask Coach Super that a while back. You and I were talking to him, Jason. Is Jurdy a left-handed player? And he goes, no, she's actually right-handed. She seems so confident going to her left, almost more confident sometimes than going to her right. And he goes, yep, that's just the way it is. And really a nice post presence, gaining confidence game by game as Jurdy.
Free throw, short though at the Horseman free throw line. And that's hurts the Yellow Jackets, trailing by 7. A chance to pick up those 3 points at the clock shop as Couchman drives and gets it off the glass.
Wow, another great play, and we haven't heard Couchman for a while, so that's got to be a great sign for the Rebels to maybe get her heated up again and getting out to that 3-point line.
Anderson now settling down, drive, kicks, Hanson. Up top it goes to Kunza. Back to Anderson. They converge on her. Down to Kunza. Kunza fires the 3 off the side iron. Rebound Garrett. She quickly gets to Couchman. And the Rebels come back the other way, leading by 9 as we approach it. And just under the 12-minute mark. Here's Costello with it. As the pressure is put on by Rosenthal and Couchman. Gets it back. Garrett. Hands it off. Oss with it. Shot clock under 10. Oss drives. Floater offline. The rebound grabbed by Anderson. Anderson with the head fake. Kick out here. Kunza the 3. No. Doesn't fall. Rebound grabbed by Costello.
That one found every part of the rim but the bottom of the net. And again, one of those, you think has to fall for these Yellow Jackets.
Boyd with it. Timeout, Rebels. They lead by 9 with 11:09 to go here in the second half from the Hive. We thank you for tuning in. We'll be back.
Since 1980, more families have trusted Jack Chivers Realty than anyone else in the Lakes area. I'm Blake Olson, the owner of Jack Chivers Realty. Our dedicated agents have a deep understanding of the area.
We live here and our kids go to school here. Let us find the perfect home for you and your family, or lean on our knowledge and marketing to sell your home. Find out how Chivers delivers right here in Perham. Reach out today and start packing. JackChiversRealty.com.
Welcome back to the Hive. We take a look at the Rebel huddle as the timeout winds down here. And what has been an exciting contest between the Rebels and the Yellow Jackets that has the Rebels leading by 9. Both teams 11-1. Both teams 6-1 in the conference, separated by 2.3 points in the QRF. The DGF and the Rebels' first meeting of the year. Pass into the backcourt. Rosenthal corrals it. Up ahead to Anderson. Anderson the layup. Her first second half points there. And now a steal. Rosenthal, her gets 2 there. And Rosenthal gets her first 2 points. Back-to-back buckets by the Jackets have cut it to 5. Now Rosenthal bumps and gets called for the foul, her first. Well, she's brought some energy.
Interesting. Did you see it, Jason? I thought it was a kick by Kunza on that one. It was tough to call. Maybe it went off her leg, and then it was. But anyways, good fortune for the Yellow Jackets. And boy, what a call by Coach Super to just go crazy with this full court defense right out of that timeout.
Fortunately, I was writing and adjusting in the scorebook, and I looked up and saw the Yellow Jackets with the ball in their hand.
Again, a bold move here by the Rebels, bringing DeVries back, and I think there's another foul, and I don't know. They got to stay consistent or it's going to get crazy in this gym.
Inside, Garrett with the catch. Unable to get it to go. The rebound, and she's fouled. Garrett will go to the line where she's 1 of 2 on the night. Well, I was going to say, you didn't have half this gym erupt either way on that call, because that's, I don't like it. I can't stand it, but that's the definition of what could have been the double on the body and the push.
Well, I think you just have to blow the whistle and call something. And like you said, both sides erupted because nothing was called. You're not going to make everybody happy as that first one rims in and out. But again, I'll go back to the play of the Yellow Jackets. They've turned up the dial on their defense. That's been what they've done all year. I've been surprised they've laid back a little bit. I think it was that foul trouble that forced them to do that earlier in this game. Double miss, but then didn't get the rebound by the Jackets.
Haas with the board. Now they work inside, and Garrett's there, and she will finish. The help came late, and it's now 52-45. Anderson now drives, kicks to Rosenthal. Rosenthal jump stopped. Anderson at the block, up top. Hansen, the 3. Offline. Rebound grabbed by Austin, the Rebels.
Well, it's this stretch when Jerdy's on the bench. The backside help is smaller for the Yellow Jackets. It's getting there. It's just not as demonstrative as it is when the full lineup's in the ball, and they're throwing it to her from every angle now.
Garrett short on that shot. Rebound, Hansen off of her hand and tapped out of bounds by Boyd.
I won't name names, but there's NFL quarterbacks who cannot complete that pass from the half court the way they just did. The Rebels, great job by the Yellow Jackets just getting back in their defense. Now this zone, let's see if we can attack it here.
It's almost like watching right now Iowa State's offense at the next level, just throwing it into the post inside. Drager with a nice finish there for the Yellow Jackets. Here's Couchman. Drives, lanes there, and she lays it in.
Somebody's got to step in once you get beat. Couchman's too good an athlete to just let her go into the lane, and way too good a basketball player to give her that easy a shot.
7-point Rebel lead. Rosenthal to Kunza. Kunza will take the 3. That's offline. Rebound to Couchman again. Here's Oss with it. Now Couchman. Short jumper by Boyd is good.
Yeah, you just can't leave her tonight. And again, I know you want to get back to Garrett. That's just great recognition by Boyd, and we're going to have a timeout.
Timeout called by the Yellow Jackets. 8:37 to go. We'll be back on the 549 Media Network.
At Hilltop Lumber, we help plan, supply, and deliver dreams. We are family owned and operated, serving the Lakes area since 1988. Though Hilltop Lumber is our name, we're much more than that. We provide superior consulting and design, accurate estimates, thorough product knowledge, and on-time delivery. We have a full range of building supplies from windows, doors, decking, and siding to hardware, tools, paints, and stains. Take the stress out of building and let us help you find the perfect products for your project. Hilltop Lumber. We help plan, supply, and deliver dreams.
Welcome back to the Hive out of the timeout. Yellow Jackets trailing 56-47 with 8:37 to go.
Yeah, again, we're far from being over, and I think we're going to see some lead changes as we get going. Both of these teams running through a lot of energy, and again, the benches have shrunk just a little bit with this kind of playoff intensity. The gym is as full as I've seen it, Jason, and they are loud and they are cheering on their teams. This is fun.
Pass stolen away again. It's Boyd. Hands it off back the other way with the Couchman. Couchman drives into the lane. Floater no good. Rebound Garrett. Put back no. She gets it again. Put back this time is good. And a three-point play opportunity for Garrett.
Well, I start to think sometimes, Jason, she doesn't get that call just because she's so strong underneath. I think she got fouled on the first one too, but not that it's called differently, but you're expecting her to react differently, and she just doesn't.
She hits that one, her first free throw make of the second half. 14 on the night
and
now.
It's impressive. I thought when she got that foul, they'd given her a break by this time. They haven't. I think the zone helps a little bit. She's active in the zone, but she gets a chance to catch her breath. And then they go, if you watch, they go the opposite of her to start their offense, give her a breather, and then get her involved with about 18 seconds left.
Hanson the three, it's good. Quinn Hanson now with 11 and a much-needed three-pointer for the Yellow Jackets. Cuts it down to 9. Now Nelson picked off there on the screen by Garrett. Couchman shot blocked. Anderson gets the loose change. Anderson with it. Bounce pass there, Jurdy. Jurdy the finish. Defense to offense has cut it to 7. Couchman with it now. Couchman hands it off to Costello. As the Yellow Jacket fans start to make some noise, trying to get another stop. Costello does. She travels. She went on a vacation there and turns it over. It's 7:28 to go.
Now, if you're the Yellow Jackets, you have to be. This is a big spot in this game. They've gotten it to 7 multiple times, but then something always happens in a three-pointer or a three-point play, and then it crawls back up into double digits. This is their chance now to get this thing down at the 7-minute mark and then really put the pressure on defensively.
Nelson with it. Hanson inside Anderson. Jump stop outside to Nelson. Nelson drives, looks for help, finds it in Hemberger. Now to Hanson as the Yellow Jackets have to stretch the floor into Jurdy. Jurdy backing down, Garrett blocked. Garrett just takes it from her.
And again, I think DGF might work the clock here a little bit, but they're not. Nice play.
What a feed inside by DeVries to Garrett. And just like that, it's back to 9. Hanson with it. We work it around the perimeter. It goes to Jurdy. Inside, no one there. Nelson taps it out of bounds. DGF basketball on the turnover.
And exactly what I talked about 2 possessions ago, Jason. The Yellow Jackets had their opportunity. We're going to see a timeout. They didn't take care of the basketball. Now it's got a chance to bloom back up to double digits.
We'll take a break. Yellow Jackets trailing 61-52.
McCall Construction is the Lakes area full-service construction management company, offering a truly personalized experience. From dream homes to commercial spaces, McCall Construction focuses on putting you first with experienced value engineering that delivers on your vision and surpasses your expectations. Whether you already have a plan or you're just getting started, give them a call. McCall Construction will make the entire process so much easier. Call them at 218-346-7070 or check them out on Facebook.
Perham Health is here to take care of you, to keep you crushing it. Broken bone? We'll fix it. New baby? We'll deliver. We've heard that. And yes, we can help. From life's big moments to the annoyingly sick ones, our providers have the expertise and compassion to handle it all. Perham Health, so you can keep on hitting it.
Welcome back into the Hive. Timeouts. Yellow Jackets have one with 6:27 to go. DGF with 3. And the most important thing, DGF has the lead and the basketball. They bring it up court. Into the corner. The look there, Boyd drives. Tough shot. Gets it to go. And now we have an official stoppage.
Ball got hung up in a foot or a leg, I think, and got kicked this way. Again, this is what we talked about. Yellow Jackets work so hard to get it to 7. Then they just can't get it over the top any closer. And you're going to have to do it soon because you're hitting that 5-minute mark right now.
Into the corner for Journey, off her hand and out of bounds. 5:55 to go. DeVries with it. She brings it up court. Drives, kicks, but ends up traveling with 5:45 to go and a big turnover there. As now Rosenthal will come in for the Yellow Jackets. And Anderson will go to the bench. Rosenthal to Nelson, all the way around to Hansen. Back to Nelson. Hemberger with it. Hansen with it.
Boy, they cover ground on this 2-3.
Hemberger takes the 3 and gets it to go. And now a foul is going to be called on Rosenthal. Trying to trap and slow down Couchman. As Rosenthal picks up the second. Anderson back in. .5:20 to go. Boyd will inbound. Here's Couchman.
Smart play by Boyd, by Couchman right there.
Hands it off to Costello. She slips, maintains control, now finds the help with Oss. Oss. Inside Garrett, and off the glass is good. As Garrett is filling it up. And it's back to 10. Hamburger with it. Nelson to Anderson. Nelson drives, ball fakes, and finishes.
Boy, we've talked about Sophie Nelson there. It was on display. It doesn't matter who's underneath the basket. She's going to go and attack, and you got to love that about her and that will.
Boyd gets the outlet pass. Bounces it into the lane. Yellow Jackets get the steal. Nelson now with it. Nelson with Jurdy. Bounce pass to Jurdy. To the floor. Kick back out. Anderson spins. Rosenthal. Here to Hemberger. The 3 is no good. Rebound Rosenthal. The put back. No, she's fouled. And Rosenthal will go to the line. Rosenthal's come up with some big plays of late for the Yellow Jackets. She has a chance at the Horseman free throw line. Free throw by Rosenthal is no good. Yellow Jackets, 1 of 6 from the line in the second half. That one goes.
And I hate to tell you where we're back to again, but it's that 7-point. The Yellow Jackets have to cut into this. And again, good job by Nelson just wreaking havoc there with Couchman, but nice job by Couchman getting through and now getting a good set.
Jumper no, Garrett the board. She gets fouled, it doesn't go. Garrett back to the line.
Well, and again, the Yellow Jackets they're just clinging on her, and she's just strong enough that she can get to the basket. Now the free throw line hasn't been as kind to her as those inside buckets, so this might be a smart move by the Yellow Jackets.
Off the back iron from the Horseman free throw line. Garrett has only hit 1 free throw in the second half. And make it 2 as she sinks out.
Reverse announcer jinx. I just had to throw that one out there.
66-58. Nelson to Anderson. Anderson. Short jumper off the back iron. Rebound Oss. Oss with it now to Couchman. Couchman off the screen. Drops it off to Boyd. Boyd to the hoop. Shot no good. Rebound ends up in the hands of Garrett. She finds Oss and Oss finishes it.
Man, we just have to find Garrett when that shot goes up. I know it's difficult. I know it's hard. She's got to almost be in double-digit offensive boards, and that's what's killed the Yellow Jackets is that.
They leave Hemberger. Shot out the front iron. Rebound Rosenthal. Timeout Yellow Jackets. And now the Yellow Jackets are out at timeouts. We'll take a break on the 549 Media Network.
From the plains of North and South Dakota to the lakes of Minnesota, one remarkable creature thrives, the cold climate heat pump. It cools when it's hot, heats when it's not, and uses far less energy than traditional systems. Those who welcome one into their habitat enjoy year-round comfort, generous rebates, and bills that nearly hibernate. Cold climate heat pumps, cooling, heating, and saving all year. That's efficient comfort. Powered by Otter Tail Power Company.
At Joe Foltz Construction, quality and integrity aren't just words, they're our commitment. Since 2004, our owner-operator-led team of skilled craftsmen has brought dream homes, commercial spaces, and major remodels to life across Lakes Country. We guide you through every step, from custom design and accurate estimates to construction and a 10-year warranty that shows we build for life. Your vision is our blueprint. Joe Foltz Construction, craftsmanship you can trust. Visit us in Perham or online at joelfoltzconstruction.com. Welcome back to the Hive. Yellow Jackets trailing by 10. Do they have a run in them?
Well, the good thing is if you followed the Yellow Jackets, you know that they can score in bunches. Tonight it's been a little bit more difficult. Part of the problem is they're just giving up too many second chance points, and I know Garrett's a good player, but as soon as the shot goes up, you got to find her. Tough pass by the Yellow Jackets out of that timeout when you should have time to drop a set.
That's the last thing you want to have right out of a timeout. Now there's a travel to give it back. 2:53 to go. Does the Hive magic come alive here for the Yellow Jackets?
Yeah, one starts to wonder here as you get going. I think you got to get Kaya Anderson moving off some sort of picks, some screens, probably get some easy baskets on some pick and rolls, but we just can't take care of the basketball right now. I was kind of wondering if DGF wouldn't call a timeout, get their girls settled down, but now they're back into their offensive set, and I would guess I know where the ball I would go to.
It's Oss with the head fake. Looked inside. Now DeVries. She directs. And now there it is to Garrett. Garrett spins the hoop, left hand good. right on cue. And the lead is now 70-58. And that ball is stolen away again. And another turnover.
3 possessions in a row. When you had a shot to get back into this game, that's going to be some film you're going to want to watch. But nice job by Nelson.
Nelson with a nice steal and the finish.
And if you're DGF, just slow down, get the ball across half court, shoot some free throws, and hopefully win this game, as I don't think you have to go on the attack so much right now. But free throw line hasn't been that kind.
Foul is on Nelson. Couchman at the line. Couchman on the night is perfect at the free throw line. She's 1 of 1. The second, as her first free throw is on its way. She continues her night at the line. She hits that one. Has 11 points to help the Rebels here, but Aria Garner is really taking control in this second half. And that one's no good. Rebound though, Garrett gets it. And that will extend the possession at least another 15 seconds.
Now spread the floor. Don't go to her. Spread the floor. Look for a back cut if you're the Rebels. Don't get bunched up.
Costello takes a quick shot. It's no good. Kunza back the other way to Anderson. Here is Nelson. Kunza behind the back now to Nelson. Drager to Anderson. Kunza will drive. Tough pass there to Hansen.
Taking far too long on this possession when you're down by 11.
Hansen finally fires. That's off the back iron. Kunza tries to come in for the board. It's a foul. That possession worked perfectly for the Rebels.
And I'm going to say as DeFries comes back in the game, you have to be impressed with the Rebels, as they played a long time without her, and she's kind of that spark plug. Does a lot of the ball handling, seems to be able to get to the basket, shoot the three. They spent a lot of time without her, and to extend this lead says a lot about their team.
Boyd hits the free throw, gets the second at the Horseman free throw line. That one's good as well. Nelson quickly up ahead. Kunza gets it batted away and stolen by DeVries. And now a foul on Hansen. And the Rebels can feel it, that they're going to extend their streak against the Yellow Jackets and their overall win streak, as at the line will be DeVries.
Yeah, that's a tough foul to take for Hansen. She was going to try to swoop in for the steal around the backside and just got caught when the direction got turned, and a tough foul to take and a hard foul to take. DeVries is a tough competitor.
Stay tuned. KLM Family Brands postgame show will be an abbreviated version. We'll recap, name our Steve Sanitation player of the game, as well as our Otter Tail Power play of the game. That's coming up in our postgame show / pregame show, as Hansen takes and hits a three-pointer. Cuts it to 11. Boyd, and a timeout called by DGF with 36 seconds to go. We'll take a break.
At United Community Bank, we're not just in the community, we're sewn into the fabric of it. We shop downtown, we coach Little League, we're a part of your story. We're not serving customers, we're serving families. And we've done so since 1911. We're here for your first bank account, your first car, your first home. Community is our middle name, and Perham, Frazee, and Dent are our homes. And where some banks have branches, we have roots. United Community Bank, ucbankmn.com, member FDIC.
Central Market, the fresh place in Perham and Detroit Lakes, offering the freshest meat, produce, bakery, and deli products possible with great value for your money. A visit to Central Market is a journey into freshness. You'll always be able to find a wide variety of items that will result in the perfect meal for your family and friends. Begin with their meat department, and whether it's succulent fruit and vegetables, fresh baked specialties from their bakery, or the convenience of fresh deli selections. Central Market is the fresh place for your family. Go Yellowjackets!
Welcome back to the Hive. 36.1 seconds to go. Rebels trying to get the ball inbound, and they leak on Elise Haas, and she gets to it, and Hansen ties it up with the held ball there by Quinn Hansen. Possession arrow, though, keeps it with the Rebels. Sideline inbound into the corner. A break and freeze, DeVries, and it is a foul, it is bumped. And DeVries will shoot two.
Yeah, and you can just kind of tell it's that part of the game, Jason, that even the crowd, it was so intense, and it's just kind of deflated right now a little bit with what we thought the ending might be. And the Yellowjackets just had that stretch right where they were within 7-8, and they just turned the ball over 3 times in a row, and it got back up into double digits, and they haven't been able to crack that egg to get back under since that happened.
Second free throw for DeVries, no good. Long rebound, Drager gets it. Shot clock is off. And it's batted away by Boyd. Again, stay tuned. Abbreviated postgame show coming up here on the 549 Media Network. Brought to you by KLM Family Brands. Nelson with it. Anderson now. Over to Nelson. Hansen, tough pass. Back to Nelson. She will take the shot off the back iron. Rebound grab by the Rebels. They just have to clear half court, and they do just that. And it's a big victory. DGF will improve to 12-1, 7-1 in the Heart of the Lakes Conference. The Yellowjackets drop to 11-2 and 6-2 in the Heart of the Lakes Conference. We'll take a break. Come back with your postgame show on the 549 Media Network.
Central Market, the fresh place in Perham and Detroit Lakes, offering the freshest meat, produce, bakery, and deli products possible with great value for your money. A visit to Central Market is a journey into freshness. You'll always be able to find a wide variety of items that will result in the perfect meal for your family and friends. Begin with their meat department, and whether it's succulent fruit and vegetables, fresh baked specialties from their bakery, or the convenience of fresh deli selections. Central Market is the fresh place for your family. Go Yellowjackets!
Since 1955, Esser Plumbing and Heating has been keeping homes and businesses comfortable across the Lakes area. From residential and commercial new construction to plumbing and HVAC service, our skilled technicians bring knowledge, experience, and a friendly smile to every job. When comfort matters, trust the team your neighbors have counted on for generations. Call 877-882-4822 or visit EsserPlumbingandHeating.com. Esser Plumbing and Heating. Trusted people, trusted service.
Horseman Investments and Insurance can help you with your retirement planning goals and insurance protection needs. Kyle Van Dyke and his team provides educated retirement solutions, wealth management strategies, inheritance and legacy planning, and personalized auto, homeowners, and life insurance protection plan. We are here for your lifelong financial wellness. To set up an appointment, call Kyle Van Dyke at 218-236-6665 or email at kyle.vandyke@horseman.com.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Why would you wander around a warehouse store looking for paint when you could just swing by your neighborhood Ace? In addition to Ace's award-winning service, we have top-rated paint brands. Plus, our color matching technology allows us to match any color. So stop wandering and start painting. Head to your neighborhood Ace today.
Hi, this is Mallory Stotterell and Erica Saylor from Lakes Ace Hardware. You can expect expert help for your next project at Lakes Ace Hardware, right here in downtown Perham.
Yes, garbage is gross, but here at Steve's Sanitation, we are your trash experts with experience to back it up. At Steve's Sanitation, we know how to schedule your trash pickups without missing a beat, and we have been doing it for over 30 years in Perham and the Lakes area. Steve's Sanitation has been voted the best garbage service in the Lakes area since 2019. With 30 dedicated employees, we're here to take care of your trash. For more information, call us at 218-346-4834 or visit our website at stevesanitation.com.
80-90% of this world goes to a 8-to-5 job, and they get to slave away to barely get by. We have the opportunity to go put in the work and be able to change people's lives. Be the less than 1% in this business. Everyone in this room has the opportunity for growth. Everyone in this room has the opportunity to go protect a bunch of people. Be that person today.
If you're self-motivated and disciplined, this is the opportunity for you. Call Dan Persons at 218-259-0741 for more information.
At New Horizons Realty, we're on your team. For over 25 years, we've been helping families and businesses find the perfect place to call home here in the Lakes area. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or just dreaming, we've got the experience and local knowledge to guide you through every step of your real estate journey. As proud supporters of the Perham Yellowjackets, we believe in building strong teams on the mat, court, or field, and in the community. Check out our current listings at perhamrealestate.com or give us a call today at 218-346-7767.
At Nias Family Sales, our experienced mechanics are here to provide exceptional service in a timely manner. With 10 service bays, the service department at Nias Family Sales can work on all makes and models. Our experienced mechanics can do everything from oil changes, tire repairs, brake service, engine and transmission repair, and much more. Schedule your vehicle today. Call 218-346-5976 or visit the Nias Family Sales Service Center at 610 East Main Street in Perham.
Hello and welcome back. KLN Family Brands post-game show. Yellow Jackets drop a tough one. 75-63 as the Yellow Jacket boys get ready to take on DGF. They're on the floor currently warming up. Our Steve Sanitation player of the game, it's going to be Cole for the DGF Rebels. Ellie Boyd and Aria Garrett. Boyd with 23, Garrett with 21 to lead the way. And on the Yellow Jacket side of things, we ended up going with Sophie Nelson. And her defensive effort came up big when needed a little bit late in that second half.
Yeah, I'll start with Sophie. I thought that she turned up the intensity in the second half. It definitely changed the speed of play for the Yellow Jackets. They just weren't able to put it all together when it was said and done. And I don't take so much away from the Yellow Jackets as I give credit to the Rebels. Thought they had a really good game plan tonight, did a lot of things well, and it leads to those two ladies. Boyd played great the whole game. Like, I was ultimately impressed by what she could do. She shot from the outside, she dribbled to get to the inside. Her and Garrett worked really well together, and when you get a tandem that seemed like they were an extension of each other, it's really tough to guard because you have to pay so much attention to Garrett. I thought what Boyd did well tonight is she moved to the open spots and gave Garrett a look for her, and she ended up getting some some easy baskets with nobody contesting her, and Garrett likewise found her. So those two, I don't think we talked about separating it. I don't think you could have. I think they worked so in tandem tonight that it's a win for them together, and definitely a win for the Rebels, and they played just super tonight.
Leading the way for the Yellow Jackets scoring was Kai Anderson with 15, 14 for Quinn Hansen. Both those girls hit 3 3-pointers in the first and the second half. As we will wrap things up quickly, Otter Tail power play of the game. Lance, you touched on it multiple times. Yellow Jackets able to get it to 7, but turnovers and then back to 11.
Well, I know if it's frustrating for me and it's frustrating for you, it was definitely frustrating for the ladies and Coach Super and his staff. They could get it to 7 every single 3-4 possessions, but the one that really stung for me was definitely they got it to 7 with about 4.5 minutes to go. 3 turnovers in a row, ballooned back to 11, 12-point lead. They just never could regain from that. There wasn't enough time. Then you got a foul to try to get the ball back. You end up gambling a little bit. You give up easy baskets, and it just led to that demise at the end of the game that nobody wanted to see out of the Yellow Jackets. But that being said, there's a lot to be learned from a game like this, and I think you need those. I never heard a coach say, boy, I just hope we're undefeated going into the playoffs. I think that leads to those pressures that are you don't think are there that are there. And I think Coach Super and his staff will take a lot of things from this game and they'll dial it back in. That being said, that's a really good DGF Rebels team, and I think they're built to if they stay healthy, to be one of those teams who pushes for a Section 8 AA championship.
And that's our Otter Tail power play of the game. We'll take a break, come back, turn things around, and get ready for the Yellow Jackets and the Rebels boys basketball style. But first, a word from our Perham Chamber of Commerce.
Welcome to Perham, Minnesota, a great place to visit and an even better place to live. Here's a look at just a few of the things you can experience here. If you'd like to find your inner otter in Perham, visit OtterTailLakesCountry.com.
Perham Health is here to take care of you, to keep you crushing it. Broken bone? We'll fix it. New baby? We'll deliver. We've heard that. And yes, we can help. From life's big moments to the annoyingly sick ones, our providers have the expertise and compassion to handle it all. Perham Health, so you can keep on hitting it.
At United Community Bank, we're not just in the community, we're sewn into the fabric of it. We shop downtown, we coach Little League, we're a part of your story. We're not serving customers, we're serving families. And we've done so since 1911. We're here for your first bank account, your first car, your first home. Community is our middle name, and Perham, Frazee, and Dent are our homes. And where some banks have branches, we have roots. United Community Bank, ucbankmn.com, member FDIC.
We take pride in what we send out. When you open a bag of licorice, you want that licorice to look good, you want that licorice to taste good. We work for you. We take pride in what we're making and what we are offering. It is so important to me. I do thank KLM from the bottom of my heart. They believe you and your family is important.
Hey, it's Tucker again, did you know? EOT Insurance Agency.
At Hilltop Lumber, we're not just about building materials. We're about building relationships. We're honored to be recognized for our excellence in our industry, but the greatest reward It's the trust we built with our customers. It's not just about providing quality materials, it's about building strong relationships. We're proud to be a part of the communities we serve, working with you to bring your vision to life. Because at Hilltop Lumber, success is measured by the partnerships we create and the homes, businesses, and dreams we help build together. Hilltop Lumber, where we help plan, supply, and deliver dreams.
McCall Construction is the Lakes area full-service construction management company, offering a truly personalized experience. From dream homes to commercial spaces, McCall Construction focuses on putting you first with experienced value engineering that delivers on your vision and surpasses your expectations. Whether you already have a plan or you're just getting started, give them a call. McCall Construction will make the entire process so much easier. Call them at 218-346-7070 or check them out on Facebook.
We take pride in what we send out. When you open a bag of licorice, you want that licorice to look good, you want that licorice to taste good. We work for you. We take pride in what we're making and what we are offering. It is so important to me. I do thank KLN from the bottom of my heart. They believe you and your family is important.
It's not necessary to build your business in Perham, Minnesota to be successful. But it sure does help. Hammers Construction, your vision, our team.
Lakes Community Cooperative is proud to support Yellow Jacket activities and our entire community. From propane and fuel to feed, HVAC, country stores, auto shops, a meat market, and more, LCC is your one-stop cooperative for farm, home, and business needs. Locally owned and trusted for generations, Lakes Community Cooperative is committed to powering our communities and serving you every day. Visit lakescommunitycoop.com to learn more about your cooperative and the many ways we can serve you. Welcome back into the Hive. We now turn the page over to the boys' basketball game, the Yellow Jackets and the Rebels. We thought the girls' game was going to be even. This is the same one. Yellow Jackets 5-3, 3-2 in the HOL. They're currently in 5th place. DGF 6-3. They're 4-2 in the HOL. They're currently in 4th place. QRF just 4-point difference. So it should be a battle here. The Yellow Jackets coming off a tough loss to Big Lake their last time out, and the Rebels have been win-loss kind of going back and forth. But the last time these two teams played, Lance, what a shooting display the Yellow Jackets put on here in the Hive.
Yeah, they have the capabilities of certainly scoring in bunches, and I think it's going to be a little bit like the last game. I'm just trying to wrap my head around that one yet as well, and I think for this one, the Yellow Jackets are going to have to defend. They're going to see a team that matches them size-wise, which they don't see night in and night out. You're going to see 6'7", 6'3", 6'4" on the floor for DGF at any given time, and that's going to match some of the big skill guys that the Yellow Jackets have, and they've had the ability to go over the top of people from what I've seen when they've been successful. I don't think that's going to happen tonight unless we see a really good game plan by Coach Dirk Geising and his staff, which we certainly could. I think for the Yellow Jackets, you got to find those other scorers. We used to talk girls basketball that way, Jason, where you knew what you were going to get out of 2 or 3 of them. What other people were going to – I think it's the same thing for the Yellow Jackets right now. Farrell's kind of been that mid-range scorer. He's in the 10 to 14 points, and you've really found Gold with Razor underneath. He's battled really well, and Cypress Thiel has played really well as of late. You've got to get 4 and 5, especially when you start to play some of these teams who are equal to maybe their QRF or how they look at them are even higher than what you are. That's going to separate the difference for these Yellow Jackets.
Well, not even that. Bench scoring as well. You look, there has not been much. Mika Leonard does bring some energy out the bench, but he's been kind of quieted of late. Yellow Jackets, nice victory, though. I should say they came off a nice victory on Tuesday night against Frazee. They knocked off the Hornets there after falling to Big Lake here at the Hive, but a nice victory on Tuesday. They're trying to turn the page and get another victory here and make it 2 in a row when they take on the Rebels here tonight. We'll take a break, come back. Our New Horizons Realty starting lineups and more here from the Hive.
At Nias Family Sales, our experienced mechanics are here to provide exceptional service in a timely manner. With 10 service bays, the service department at Nias Family Sales can work on all makes and models. Our experienced mechanics can do everything from oil changes, tire repairs, brake service, engine and transmission repair, and much more. Schedule your vehicle today. Call 218-346-5976 or visit the Nias Family Sales Service Center at 610 East Main Street in Perham.
McCall Construction is the Lakes area full-service construction management company, offering a truly personalized experience. From dream homes to commercial spaces, McCall Construction focuses on putting you first with experienced value engineering that delivers on your vision and surpasses your expectations. Whether you already have a plan or you're just getting started, give them a call. McCall Construction will make the entire process so much easier. Call them at 218-346-7070 or check them out on Facebook.
80-90% of this world goes to a 8-to-5 job, and they get to slave away to barely get by. We have the opportunity to go put in the work and be able to change people's lives. Be the less than 1% in this business. Everyone in this room has the opportunity for growth. Everyone in this room has the opportunity to go protect a bunch of people. Be that person today.
If you're self-motivated and disciplined, this is the opportunity for you. Call Dan Persons at 218-259-0741 for more information.
Since 1955, Esser Plumbing and Heating has been keeping homes and businesses comfortable across the Lakes area. From residential and commercial new construction to plumbing and HVAC service, our skilled technicians bring knowledge, experience, and a friendly smile to every job. When comfort matters, trust the team your neighbors have counted on for generations. Call 877-882-4822 or visit EsserPlumbingandHeating.com. Esser Plumbing and Heating. Trusted people, trusted service.
At New Horizons Realty, we're on your team. For over 25 years, we've been helping families and businesses find the perfect place to call home here in the Lakes area. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or just dreaming, we've got the experience and local knowledge to guide you through every step of your real estate journey. As proud supporters of the Perham Yellowjackets, we believe in building strong teams on the mat, court, or field, and in the community. Check out our current listings at PerhamRealEstate.com or give us a call today at 218-346-7767.
Welcome back to the Hive. We'll now send it courtside to our public address announcer, Trevor Seaman. Actually, we'll keep it here as during the transition, how things change. Here's our New Horizons Realty starting lineups for the Rebels. It'll be Quincy Cox, Finn Ahonen, Jackson Ullman, Jake Dawson, and Camden Leitenberg. For the Rebels, head coach Mike Clark, assisted by Jensen Beachy, Connor Jensen, Andrew Whitchurch, and Peyton Oss. The coaching staff for the Rebels. Now we'll take a look at your starting lineup for the Yellow Jackets. Starting will be Tate Zacharias. He'll be joined in the background by Isaiah Farrell. And now, as well as Cade Razor, Cypress Thiel, and rounding out the starting lineup for the Yellow Jackets, Nathan Rustad. For the Yellow Jackets, head coach Grant Turkheising, Arleome, Gary Gruey, Rowan Nelson, and Judd Soul, the assistants for the Yellow Jackets. Your starting lineups brought to you by New Horizons Realty as we get ready to go for game number 2 here live in the Hive.
Well, I think the interesting thing on this one, Jason, is I think both of these teams are coming in not playing as well as they think they can. And a hungry team is always a dangerous team. And it's something has to give here a little bit. And I think the Yellow Jackets come off that Frazee game feeling like they played better. So let's see what they have tonight.
Opening tap goes to the Yellow Jackets. Here's Farrell with it to start things off. We thank you for tuning in as Farrell drives, spins. Buck up top to Zacharias, down to the near side. Here's Thiel. Thiel kicks out Farrell. The look from 3 from Farrell is short. And the rebound grabbed by Rustad after it got tapped over the hands of Cox. Now Thiel with the head fake drives, dishes down low. Razor with a couple head fakes and finishes. And Razor has been outstanding for the Yellow Jackets, especially of late. He's averaging just over 13 points per game.
Well, and that's where he's made his living, and it's also been good guard play and good assists by the Yellow Jackets, getting him the ball in a really good position.
With it, Cox, heel launch, that's offline. Rebound through the hands to the floor, grabbing it, Dawson. Now back the other way. That one's up and no good. Rebound inside, they battle for the board, it's grabbed by Cox. Here's a Honan. He's swinging around a three-pointer on its way, and that's good. Hitting that one is Jake Dawson. Now Zacharias with it. Hands it off, Farrell. Over to Thiel, into the corner, Rustad. Farrell now drives into the lane, off the glass, gets it to go for 2.
Really nice body control there, and just saw a little bit of a seam. Did Isaiah Farrell a nice take on that one. Good spread of the floor by the Yellow Jackets.
Birkin kicks it out here, driving a Honan. Now up top there, Dawson. Backs down and hands it off. Ullman into the lane, kicks it out. Now up top it goes. Here's Dawson. Steps into a 3. That's offline. Excuse me, that was a Honan. Rebound to the Yellow Jackets. Back the other way. Thiel with it. Over to Rustad. He'll launch and he'll hit. Rustad the 3. The Yellow Jackets off and running, leading 7-3. Rustad was one of those big shooters in that night. Well, the Yellow Jackets put up 90 points on DGF. A deep 3. That's good. Dawson now has 6. Here's Farrell. Dribbles, drives over to Rustad. A 3 from Rustad's off the side iron. Rebound, grab back the other way of the Rebels.
Well, Dawson hitting those 3s is going to put a little bit of pressure on the Yellow Jackets.
Nice drive to the hoop of Honan, but he's unable to finish. Farrell back the other way. Rustad, kick out corner. Thiel. Farrell. Over to Thiel. Thiel spins to the hoop, off balance. Gets it to go. Nice acrobatic shot there by Thiel.
Nice kiss off the glass there. And again, I think what it does is it's going to make Razor extend to play outside on the floor. Now that Dawson's hit those 3, I think we're going to get a jump ball call here. Nice job, but I think it's going to extend that.
Inbound into the corner, and offensive foul away from the play. Fouls on Ullman.
Again, I think both teams getting a little bit of what they wanted to start this game. And a little bit of a breather here, too, as kind of a semi-timeout as they clean things up. Look for the Yellow Jackets to continue to pressure that inside. I just think they have to look inside to out to make sure, and here's some tough defense and the ball stolen away from Zacharias.
Bjerken to the hoop. He gets it to go, fighting through contact. Now here, back to the way Thiel through contact himself. Unable to go, high rebound out of bounds. They'll go to DGF as the Yellow Jackets lead by a point on our Hilltop Lumber scoreboard. Thank you for tuning in tonight. I know there's a lot of options out there. And thank you for sticking with us, especially the NCAA tournaments. Football is going on tonight as well. Kick out to the corner, it's turned over. 13:43 to go. Farrell will bring it up for the Yellow Jackets. All the way around it goes to Rustad, looking into Thiel. Thiel backing down, shot blocked. Loose ball grabbed by the Rebels. They're looking to run. Into the backcourt. And it was missed as driving to the hoop there is Bjerken. And I think everyone thought there might have been a timeout called, so that led to people looking towards the DGF bench. When the ball went in the backcourt, it might have been tipped either way. Thiel will take a three. It's no good. Rebound grabbed by the Rebels. Here's Ahonen. Ahonen to the hoop. Gets it in off the kiss.
Boy, they're just taking it right at the Yellow Jackets now. The ball isn't getting stopped. Jason and the Yellow Jackets have to defend that a little bit better, or I think we're going to see a lot of that by the Rebels tonight.
Nice shot by Rustad off the miss, getting the offensive board. He gets the foul, has a chance at a three-point play with 12:44 to go.
Yeah, again, physical play in the ladies' game tonight also has led to a physical game here. It's just the way it's going to be called, and if you don't think it's going to be physical after you watch that, that's shame on you for not being ready for that. Both teams, I think right now, just kind of seeing what they can get away with, and we're going to roll from there.
Rustad at the line. And you also know, Lance, I know we are in early January, but come mid-March, it's going to be very physical. So this is just helping you get ready for that, as the whistles seem to get tightened when it comes to playoff basketball time.
It sure does, and it becomes survival of the fittest a little bit. And here we're seeing a different defense out of the Yellow Jackets. Nice change up by Durkheising, but they got to get backside. Nice recovery.
And Razor there for the block, but Bjerken with the fall away. He's got 6 quick. And the lead back to 2 for the Rebels. Now Rustad. Jump stop, floater, no good. Razor fighting for the board. Footback is no good. Cox gets the loose change for the Rebels. Here's Ahonen to Bjerken. Lichtenberg was looking to cut. Now a foul, a push off the screen. The foul will be on the Yellow Jackets. That's on Isaiah Farrell.
I think that Yellow Jackets just have to anticipate a little bit better, Jason. Right now they're kind of guessing where it's going. Their feet are getting there just a little bit late. That body contact makes it tough. Nice inbounds play. No call.
As Farrell brings it back for the Yellow Jackets. Here's Rustad with it.
Sorry if you saw my surprise by that one, but it looked like a lot of body, but play on.
Mike Clark, especially calm on that one as it goes around the corner. Here to Thiel. To Zacharias. Looking things over as we work around the perimeter again. Farrell will knife through, spin, kick, but he traveled.
Again, and we've seen that with Farrell. Once he gets into the lane, he kind of gets to that jump stop, and if his jumper's not there, it's that spin that's been getting him into trouble. So look as he becomes that more polished point guard for the Yellow Jackets. Look for that jump stop, stay on that jump stop, and then dish out from there.
On the far side, Ahonen now spins in the lane, kick out to the corner. Here's Jarrett Manson and a battle of zeros. Works, hands it off to the floor, still to the floor, out of bounds. Hopefully everyone's okay. They all appear to be with 11:02 to go.
I gave the patent and Jason Groth oof there because I thought they were going to collide, and both of them were on about Mach 30 right there, so that could have been a dangerous play for the Rebels.
11 to go in our opening half here from the Hive. The Rebels lead by 2. Yellow Jackets with the basketball. Farrell with it now, Zacharias. Thiel. Over to Zacharias. He'll fire the three. He'll hit the three. Tate Zacharias with the buckets.
That's a big bucket. Tate was playing really well early, and then his scoring is kind of fallen off a little bit. Nice to get that three. They're daring you to shoot the three. They're going to plug up that inside and make the Yellow Jackets win, I think, at the three-point line.
Ahonen, they swing around. Bjorken with the step back. Now Leitenberg will drive. Kick outside, stolen away. It's Rustad. Rustad to the hoop. He's foul and gets it to go. There's Rustad with the finish. And he'll have a chance at a three-point play once again.
Well, I haven't had a chance to see Rustad since he went down the last game that I got to call on a really kind of up in the air, just a hard landing, and had him out. It's good to see he has no fear. He just went right at the basket, no worries about going, and a really nice play there by Rustad.
He completes it at the Horseman free throw line. And the Yellow Jackets now up by 4. Chase Johnson will come in. Here's Manson for DGF. Hands it off to Bjorken. Looking inside. Inside the paint, that's Verdi with the finish for Nolan Verdi. This game is going to seesaw back and forth, I think, for the majority of the night.
Well, believe it or not, if you go back to the football playing days, Verdi was the fullback for that Rebels team. You can see a good-sized lad right there, and he comes right in and shows no mercy to the Yellow Jackets, goes right to the basket. Another turnover by the Yellow Jackets.
Now in to Bjorken outside, three on its way out the back iron. Thiel the board. Manson, I think, knew he got away with one as Thiel has it. Thiel into the lane. He gets fouled and gets it to go. Thiel now with a chance at a three-point play. Jackets up by 2. Make that 4. Foul is on Chase Johnson. It's an interesting way. You come right in off the bench, get your foul, gets you right into the game. Some coaches might disagree with that.
Right into the stat book as the free throw goes, and you make sure your name makes the paper that way.
You know, that's one thing you don't see anymore these days is full box scores like that anymore.
Yeah, I kind of miss those. It was something we used to do, but technology changes things.
It definitely has all the way around. Verdi inside, Razor alters.
Nice adjustment by Razor right there. Went at him a little bit more. Kind of let him use his body the first time. This time Razor held his own.
Thiel with it. Over to Farrell. Farrell drives up top, Thiel. Thiel in the lane, lays it up and in for 2. Cypress Seal now has 7. And the Yellow Jackets lead by 7.
And if you can get that ball in rotation like that, you're eventually going to get a seam against that zone. Nice job by the Jackets.
Johnson's 3 is no good. Leonard the rebound. Here's Farrell. Over to Thiel. Farrell now. Over to Leonard. He'll launch. In and out, no good. Razor battling for the board. Tied up with Dawson. Now to the floor. And it's grabbed by the Rebels. Ullman with it. 3 again from Dawson offline. Verdi battles, gets the offensive rebound. Now looking to drive, Bjerken. Jump stops. Works the Euro, it's no good. And now a foul.
Right, when they didn't get that initial rebound, both Yellow Jackets just, I understand you're using the end line as your next defender, but you can't just body somebody out of bounds like that. I think if they would have stayed there, they had them in a bad position. Again, the tendency is to try to want to take more ground than what you can get.
Rebels work to inbound the ball. I'll say, Lance, as a former reporter, the one thing I did not like typing up the most was the box scores, as that jumper is no good.
Maybe that's why I like to read them so much.
That's Farrell with it now. 7:10 to go here in our opening half. Anderson getting pressured. He picked up the foul on the other end. He gets it to Rustad, and Rustad hits the 3.
Boy, Rustad's just been so solid for the Yellow Jackets, and he's just a calm. He plays with such excitement, but yet is such a calming influence, I think, for the Jackets once he gets the ball in the offense.
Verdi works to the hoop. Dale swats it away. And it will stay with DGF.
Verdi kind of looked like he was going to go to the free throw line. I'll just take the ball with me, and looked like he got kind of swiped across the back. No call there.
Johnson with it. Hands it off to Ullman. Now here with it, Dawson. Up top, Johnson. Cox with it. Spins into the lane. Fall away, shorts. And Thiel gets the rebound with 6.5 to go.
Man, that was buttery smooth, just a little short on it, but yeah, I like that old spin move to the fadeaway, kind of old school shot right there.
Anderson lines up a 3. It's offline, and Dale's going to get a foul on Verdi.
Again, it's just one of those things you got to know got to know where you're at, and foul trouble sometimes. Those are the ones you don't want to pick up. You know you can't go over the back or through somebody. You can technically there is no over the back, but going through someone like that. But again, good start by the Yellow Jackets. They're going a little deeper into the bench here. I like that as well. Let's look for the Rebels. I think they're going to go back inside, and here they go to Verdi.
Verdi to the hoop, strong. No, Dale fights, gets the board. Turns it over. Drive into the hoop. There's going to be a foul there. Is going to the hoop is Dawson. .5:57 to go first half. Both teams with their full complement of timeouts. Foul is on Sam Dale, his second. Dawson will be at the Horseman free throw line.
Yeah, again, Sam just trying to make up for that turnover right there. Did a nice job of getting back and maybe save the Yellow Jackets some points here by putting DGF Rebels to the line.
Bjerken back in after a short breather. Free throw forthcoming. No good.
Again, those empty possessions, especially when you're at the free throw line, really tend to stretch the lead, and it's already double digits for the Yellow Jackets. This is a good, bad pass.
Here's Dawson. Too strong on the layup. Now Leonard. To Farrell, to the corner, that's Borman. Here to the near side, Mika Leonard, the 3 is good.
And he's someone I think would thrive against this zone defense. If he can get his feet set, you talked about getting your feet set, be ready for the basketball. He's got such a nice looking shot. It's so smooth. He's just got to find that opening in that zone and be ready to shoot it.
Cox will fire, and that was off the mark. Fortunately, it was that far wide that allowed for an offensive rebound, but back the other way, the Yellow Jackets, and they're dangerously close to a backcourt violation as Rustad takes and hits. And we get a timeout on the floor. Yellow Jackets lead 32-16. We'll be back.
They go where you go. They're your wingman. Your, I should get this thing checked out support system. Who knows? They may even be your +1, or should we say +4? These are your tires. Small town, large city, winter, summer, every destination and every type of weather. At OK Tire Store and Service, we go the extra mile so you can add some extra miles. See us for tires, preventative maintenance, and more. OKTireInc.com.
Welcome back into the Hive. We thank you for tuning in. Yellow Jackets off to a strong start, leading this one 32-16 on your Hilltop Lumber scoreboard.
Yeah, and I shouldn't be surprised because the Yellow Jackets have played well. I'm kind of surprised that we've doubled them up. You know, it doesn't seem like that type of game. But when you go back to think of it, there's been some empty possessions here for the Rebels. They've just kind of lost their sight of being able to get in there. And I give credit to the Yellow Jackets defense. They've put them in a little bit of harm's way, and now we're going to get a little trapping defense going here.
Three-pointer on its way. It's a big one there for Jake Dawson. He's got 9 points. Yellow Jackets quickly back the other way. Farrell with it. Here's Borman swinging around the field. Field knifes through, drops it off, but Dawson gets a hand on it as they were looking inside for Razor.
Boy, and I think if I'm the Rebels, I'm trying to work some sort of screen package where I'm getting Dawson the ball. He's got for a 6'7" kid, he's got a nice quick release.
That's Farrell.
And yes, I did say 6'7" for those of you out there, the youth that are watching and the adults who like me who don't understand it yet. We'll lay that one out there.
I was going to say the adults are probably rolling their eyes.
Yeah.
As Farrell has it. Over to Rustad. Back to Farrell. 10 on the shot clock for the Yellow Jackets. Inside, Borman kick it outside. Rustad the three. It's off the front iron. Rebound grab by Dawson. Here's Bjorken. Drop it off a three. Straight off the back iron from Ullman, and a rebound grab by Rustad. This kind of reminds me on one side of the floor how the bucket just seems to be tighter for when the Rebels shoot here at the Hive.
Well, and they're shooting so quickly. You know, it's that first shot, we're taking it type mentality. And if that's the way they play it, great. I haven't watched them enough to know. But it's really put some pressure on them. But here they gain a turnover.
Ullman with it. Hands it off. Bjorken with the head fake. Gets his defender off the ground. Pull-up jumper's good. How's that? As he played, once he saw Rustad go skying through the air, he knew he had his defender beat. Hits the pull-up jumper. We got a timeout. 3:12 to go. Yellow Jackets by 11. Welcome back to the Hive. Yellow Jackets by 11 with 3:12 to go.
Yeah, good start by the Yellow Jackets. I think they're getting the things that they want to, even though it hasn't looked quite as smooth maybe as you'd like it to be. You're on pace to score almost 50 in the first half, which anybody will take. Again, getting a lot of guys involved, but I'd look for a shot out of Rustad out of this timeout. He has been really good.
Rustad inside to Razor. Razor battles his way through, draws the foul on Cox. He'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, that swipe across is going to get you a foul, even if you get the ball most of the time. It's just a tough one under there. You're shielded as the official, and you can hear it.
And you can see on the backside, maybe off the screen, Thiel was ready in the corner. So in the future, when that double team comes, there's the kick out for the open three in the corner.
Well, those are the things you work on. That's that recognition of knowing where the double team is coming from. And you also have to know as the free throw's good, you got to know where you're going to be. You got to find that opening as a shooter. I know it sounds like, well, duh, you could be anywhere, but there is certain spots where it's easy for that post player to find you.
Inside that pass is thrown away, and I always hear from back in the day, you'd always hear some of those big posts that say they could always see the guard in the corner of their eye because they were doing that on purpose so they can get their shot, Lance.
Yeah, well, that was me. I wasn't getting any shots on my own, but if I played with a good post player like Daryl Peterson back in the day, I was able to, he seemingly got me open shots all the time.
Zachariah is short on that shot. Rebels get the rebound. Yellow Jackets by 12 with it as Omen. There for Bjorken. Ahonen with it now. A straight on three is good for Jake Dawson. He's got 4 of them on the night.
And I don't know why you just don't find him a set until he cools down. Every heat check he's hit so far, again, I would be going back to him to the Rebels and then look for a slip screen, try to get an easy, cheap bucket off the Jackets.
Trying to go cross court to Rustad. It's stolen away. Omen with it now. Bjorken's going to drive off balance, trying to get the foul. And instead, the Yellow Jackets get the loose change. Inside it goes. Razor up strong, gets it to go.
And again, that's a tough sequence. It's kind of like where the Lady Jackets were earlier. If you're the Rebel fan, they just really thought they got the foul and then give up an easy basket underneath.
And now a foul. Dawson going through on the rebound. That's his second. 1:22 to go. Jarrett Manson will come in. Checking out is Jackson Omen. Farrell will bring the ball up for the Yellow Jackets. Mustad looking inside, not there. Now we'll go over here to Farrell to bounce pass. They were looking around the perimeter. Inside Farrell. Farrell looking for help outside, does. And it's lost out of the hands of Zacharias to the hands of Dawson with a minute to go in our opening half. Into the corner here is Bjorken. Manson now. Into the lane, spinning is Ahonen. And held ball is called as it got tied up. Possession arrow to the Yellow Jackets. Anderson back in for the Yellow Jackets. As Farrell will bring it up. Over to Rustad. Inside Anderson. Here's Steele, down low Razor. Now goes over to the far side. Farrell with it. Field. Looking in Anderson. Anderson outside. Rustad to shoot. Hits the three, beating the shot clock. Nathan Rustad with his 4th three-pointer of the game as the Jackets up 14 and answer. It's good. Quincy Cox beats the buzzer. And the Yellow Jackets will take a 38-27 lead into the break. We'll be back here on the 549 Media Network. Picture this. Brand new floors that make your home feel brand new. At Interiors by Winkles in Perham, flooring isn't just what we do, it's all we do. For over 35 years, our family-owned showroom has helped homeowners find the perfect carpet, hardwood, vinyl, or tile. We handle it all. Design ideas, detailed estimates, and expert installation, so you can enjoy the results, not the stress. Interiors by Winkles, where flooring meets expertise. Visit interiorsbywinkles.com to start today.
80-90% of this world goes to a 8-to-5 job, and they get to slave away to barely get by. We have the opportunity to go put in the work and be able to change people's lives. Be the less than 1% in this business. Everyone in this room has the opportunity for growth. Everyone in this room has the opportunity to go protect a bunch of people. Be that person today.
If you're self-motivated and disciplined, this is the opportunity for you. Call Dan Persons at 218-259-0741 for more information.
Central Market, the fresh place in Perham and Detroit Lakes, offering the freshest meat, produce, bakery, and deli products possible with great value for your money. A visit to Central Market is a journey into freshness. You'll always be able to find a wide variety of items that will result in the perfect meal for your family and friends. Begin with their meat department, and whether it's succulent fruit and vegetables, fresh baked specialties from their bakery, or the convenience of fresh deli selections. Central Market is the fresh place for your family. Go Yellowjackets!
Since 1980, more families have trusted Jack Chivers Realty than anyone else in the Lakes area. I'm Blake Olson, the owner of Jack Chivers Realty. Our dedicated agents have a deep understanding of the area.
We live here, and our kids go to school here. Let us find the perfect home for you and your family, or lean on our knowledge and marketing to sell your home. Find out how Chivers delivers right here in Perham. Reach out today and start packing. JackChiversRealty.com.
Lakes Community Cooperative is proud to support Yellow Jacket activities and our entire community. From propane and fuel to feed, HVAC, country stores, auto shops, a meat market, and more, LCC is your one-stop cooperative for farm, home, and business needs. Locally owned and trusted for generations, Lakes Community Cooperative is committed to powering our communities and serving you every day. Visit lakescommunitycoop.com to learn more about your cooperative and the many ways we can serve you. Yes, garbage is gross, but here at Steve's Sanitation, we are your trash experts with experience to back it up. At Steve's Sanitation, we know how to schedule your trash pickups without missing a beat, and we have been doing it for over 30 years in Perham and the Lakes area. Steve's Sanitation has been voted the best garbage service in the Lakes area since 2019. With 30 dedicated employees, we're here to take care of your trash. For more information, call us at 218-346-4834 or visit our website at stevesanitation.com. Horseman Investments and Insurance can help you with your retirement planning goals and insurance protection needs. Kyle Van Dyke and his team provides educated retirement solutions, wealth management strategies, inheritance and legacy planning, and personalized auto, homeowners, and life insurance protection plans. We are here for your lifelong financial wellness. To set up an appointment, call Kyle Van Dyke at 218-236-6665 or email at kyle.vandyke@horseman.com. Welcome back to the Hive here in halftime. Yellow Jackets lead 38-27. A strong first half led by Nathan Rustad with 18 points, hitting 4 3-pointers, has led the way for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, he's just been so solid, and it's good to see him come back from injury. Just play with that reckless abandon, which we've just come to love and enjoy watching him play with that passion. I think for the Yellow Jackets, I've liked watching Cypress Steele get downhill and go to the basket. He really creates some dimension for the Yellow Jackets. Again, I think the Yellow Jackets have to reverse the ball a little quicker. I think if you had Coach Durkheising watch the film, he'd notice that rotation from the top of the key over to the other side off this zone. If they can rotate that quicker, one of two things is going to happen. One, they're going to get an open three-point look. Two, you're going to extend that bottom guy's going to have to fly out, and maybe you can get one of your post guys an easy look at the basket. So look for that to be one of the adjustments as they come out of the halftime. I think for the Rebels, you just got to value each possession. I felt like in the middle of the first half, Jason, I don't know if you felt that, it was like they were just flinging up shots just to throw up shots. Once they got back to their system, it really changed the game, and they got it back to 11 again, just playing better basketball and not just kind of careless throwing up the first open shot they could get.
Kind of saw the same thing. We touched upon it. They were taking some quick shots, never really moved the ball around, and then once they did, Dawson was able to get some shots to look. He's got 12 points to lead the Rebels, and you throw in also Bjerken had 8 points. He had a couple where the lid wouldn't come off for him, but I think getting into the flow and getting into an offense would really help them. But the key now, trailing by 11, is going to be the defensive end of the floor, is getting some stops and making sure right now you can't lose Nathan Rustad on the floor.
Well, exactly, and I think how they lose Nathan Rustad is Cypress Steele driving to the basket and Isaiah Farrell. They've done a really nice job of getting into the lane, just sucking that zone defense in. And when you're an outside shooter, you love that. You just, your eyes light up, and pretty soon, it looks like the hoop's 3 times as big as it was. So, again, I'm looking forward to a good half of basketball. They kind of settled in. It was kind of ragtag physical to start with. Now better basketball is being played.
We'll take a break, come back, second half, around the corner.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Why would you wander around a warehouse store looking for paint when you could just swing by your neighborhood Ace? In addition to Ace's award-winning service, we have top-rated paint brands. Plus, our color matching technology allows us to match any color. So stop wandering and start painting. Head to your neighborhood Ace today.
Hi, this is Mallory Stotterell and Erica Saylor from Lakes Ace Hardware. You can expect expert help for your next project at Lakes Ace Hardware, right here in downtown Perham.
Hansen's Plumbing and Heating provides the highest quality products and services to ensure the comfort and safety of all their customers. It's what they do. Henry Hansen, later known as Hardware Hank, first opened the family hardware store in the early 1930s in Burgess, Minnesota. Today, they are proud to carry on his legacy of hard work and honesty through teamwork, fellowship, cutting-edge technology, and forward thinking. 218-346-2422 or make a visit in Perham, Burgess, or Detroit Lakes today. Hansen's Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving Minnesota families for over 80 years.
From the plains of North and South Dakota to the lakes of Minnesota, one remarkable creature thrives. The cold climate heat pump. It cools when it's hot, heats when it's not, and uses far less energy than traditional systems. Those who welcome one into their habitat enjoy year-round comfort, generous rebates, and bills that nearly hibernate. Cold climate heat pumps, cooling, heating, and saving all year. That's efficient comfort. Powered by Otter Tail Power Company.
You have big ideas, and we know your local business is the backbone of our community. Your next big idea deserves local support from friends and neighbors. United Community Bank is here to support and grow local ideas with local businesses. Let's build something together this year in 2026. Big ideas deserve local lenders, and when you bank locally, community is the whole point. United Community Bank, your local business community bank. Perham, Frazee, Dent. UCBankMN.com, member FDIC, NMLS number 421829.
Perham Health is here to take care of you, to keep you crushing it. Broken bone? We'll fix it. New baby? We'll deliver. We've heard that. And yes, we can help. From life's big moments to the annoyingly sick ones, our providers have the expertise and compassion to handle it all. Perham Health, so you can keep on hitting it.
At Hilltop Lumber, we help plan, supply, and deliver dreams.
We are family owned and operated, serving the Lakes area since 1988. Though Hilltop Lumber is our name, we're much more than that. We provide superior consulting and design, accurate estimates, thorough product knowledge, and on-time delivery. We have a full range of building supplies from windows, doors, decking, and siding to hardware, tools, paints, and stains. Take the stress out of building and let us help you find the perfect products for your project. Hilltop Lumber. We help plan, supply, and deliver dreams.
Welcome back. Second half shortly underway. And Lance, quickly, keys do you see for the second half?
Well, I think that if the Yellow Jackets can continue to rotate that ball quicker, we talked about that at halftime, I think that's a huge key for them to get some open shots. And I think you just have to value every possession. Like you said, turn up the notch on defense just a little bit by the Rebels, cause a few turnovers, get a few easy buckets, because easy buckets tend to change momentum. They got to change momentum somehow.
The near side driving down low as a opponent kicks it out. Dawson off the back iron. Rebound Zacharias. Farrell and the Jackets back the other way.
And if you're the Rebels, you'll take that look every day and twice on Sunday. I love that play coming out. The guy who was leading you along the way got a wide open look at a three. You can't ask for more than that.
Farrell with it now. Rustad back to Farrell, over to Thiel. Down low, Razor. They trap and now break. Now they come back. And it comes back up to Farrell with 6 on the shot clock. It's no good. Rebound grabbed. Rebels back the other way.
And I think that's a win for the Rebels. They didn't give up the easy bucket underneath. They had a long 3, but there's the value of possession that I'm talking about, Jason.
Up ahead, Thiel, shot blocked, but fouled. Fouled by Cox. And that's the unfortunate thing. On one end of the floor, you don't value the ball, and coming back, it leads to a fast break. And now the third foul on Cox. The Thiel will be at the line.
And I'm not trying to be negative when I say they're not valuing. Obviously, they value every possession. You just have to take care of the ball better than that. You work so hard as the first free throw goes for Thiel. You work so hard to get that defensive stop, then turn it over right away. It's so deflating for a team. You got to get a shot off at least. That's a valued possession.
Both at the Horseman free throw line. Make sure to stay tuned. KLN Family Brands post-game show. We'll have a player of the game brought to you by Steve Sanitation, as well as our Otter Tail Power play of the game. All coming up in roughly about 20 to 25 minutes. As it comes outside, a three-pointer from Cox. Almost called the bank, but it's after hours. Farrell with it. Thiel. Farrell again. Thiel. Farrell.
Thiel was trying to spread the floor, and he wasn't looking, and almost turned the ball over right there. Again, a nice defense. Now get a good possession here.
Dawson with the block. Omen now hands it off to Cox. Here's Bjerken. Now to Omen. Back with it, Ahonen. Ahonen spins, trying to feed it inside. Tough pass to Dawson. Goes out of bounds. Will stay with the Rebels. 21 on the shot clock, 16:05 on the game clock.
And again, you'd think the closer the pass, the easier the pass. That's usually not the case when it comes to the game of basketball. Nice job by Thiel reading that inbounds pass. You got to have spacing, and there was nowhere for that ball to go right there for the Rebels. Again, they've got to get themselves in a motion type setup here, and I think it's a little bit the Yellow Jackets defense is really making it tough for them.
Cox over to Bjerken. Back to Dawson. Dawson at the free throw line looking for some help. And now it's a shot clock violation. And the Yellow Jacket bench rises up and applauds the defensive effort.
Yeah, and I was really surprised Dawson didn't pull the trigger there when he got the ball at the top of the key. He had that initial look. I don't know if it was the early miss in the second half that made him second guess himself. I think you want that kid to have the green light if you're the Rebels right now.
Yellow Jackets break half court with Rustad. Kick it over to Thiel. Thiel drives, pulls up, finger roll short and off to the side. Razor skies and spikes it off. Dawson and out of bounds.
Nice drive by Thiel. I'd love to see him just two-step power up, go right at those guys. He's such a physical player. It would be great to see him not try to go underhanded scoop, just go straight at him. I think he has the ability to score over a lot of people.
Farrell will inbound. Gets it to Razor. Zacharias pressured there by Omen. Now it comes all the way around the perimeter. Rustad gets it back from Thiel as the Rebels settle into their 2-3 zone. Razor gets bumped, gets it to go, and has a chance at a three-point play.
Yeah, that's a tough foul, definitely on Verdi, but he was in bad position. That bad position led Razor to kind of slide into him, and the foul's got to be called, and it's just basically not that you fouled, free throw missed, the Verdi rebound, but it's that you were in the wrong position.
And also nice ball movement against the 2-3 zone with the quick passes there by the Yellow Jackets. Comes outside. Jumper from the baseline by Cox is no good. Rust on the rebound.
That's the ones I'm talking about, Jason. He can elevate, he can get that shot, Cox, but you can get that shot deeper into there. You've got to get that ball moving. You got to make the Yellow Jackets play defense so you wear them down a little bit for this end.
And a turnover by the Yellow Jackets back the other way. 14:41 to go. Dawson back in as Manston. So the Yellow Jackets lead 42-27. Rebels bring the ball up court. Here's Ahonen. Knifes through the lane and travels. Back-to-back travels. In the end, the Yellow Jackets get the basketball. Rustad with it. Farrell now. Through the legs, picks up his dribble. Near side for Rustad. He'll catch and shoot and hit.
Boy, and what an angle on that one. He had a hand right in his face. Rustad has that, just a really awesome ability to get that shot off, and he releases quick.
Back the other way. Bjerken off the glass now has 10. The Yellow Jackets are able to extend the lead. A nice three-pointer by Rustad. Farrell drives, dishes. Razor blocked by Verdi, though. Back the other way, it's Manson. Manson bumped by Zacharias. And Manson will shoot a pair.
That I like from the Rebels. Great defense by Verdi right there. They outlet. That time they had numbers. They took it at the ball. Great job by Zacharias not allowing an easy layup. He could have easily gave up an easy two. I like that the Yellow Jackets contest everything, even if the odds are against them. I just like that. Put somebody at the free throw line, make them earn it.
Manson at the Horseman free throw line. The Rebels roll of 2 on the night until that one. Now 1 of 3.
Throw a little shout out there, Jason. I know they watch all the time. Maya Morris went down with an injury last night. We're hoping the best things for her. She played a really great game last night. I got a chance to watch it. Knee injury, we know she's had some of that injury. We're hoping for the best for her and keep playing so well and showing off your talents as a former Yellow Jacket.
Rustad now over to Field, tapped away and stolen away by Dawson. Field coming back, trying to alter, and does. And now it's thrown out of bounds off the Rebels. It'll be Yellow Jacket basketball.
There's what I was talking about. Cypress Thiel sprinted back, could have gave up the easy layup, didn't cause the foul, and went up against the 6'7" guy trying to get a wide open layup. And those are the things that Coach Durkheising's going to love, because that's an attitude play right there, and you got to love it.
Razor, they're daring him to shoot. They'll hand it out to Zacharias. Zacharias fumbled and turned over. Too far ahead, but Manson gets it. Here's Bjerken into the lane. Verdi kick it out. Manson, the corner 3. And a nice contest by Thiel, but a rebound there for Verdi. And now that leads to a Yellow Jacket timeout. We'll take it with them.
McCall Construction is the Lakes area full-service construction management company, offering a truly personalized experience. From dream homes to commercial spaces, McCall Construction focuses on putting you first with experienced value engineering that delivers on your vision and surpasses your expectations. Whether you already have a plan or you're just getting started, give them a call. McCall Construction will make the entire process so much easier. Call them at 218-346-7070 or check them out on Facebook.
Welcome back into the Hive. 12:57 to go. The Yellow Jackets lead by 12. The Yellow Jackets take their timeout. They have 3 remaining as the Rebels break the huddle.
Well, we talked to Jason a little bit, and I just firmly believe both coaches can't be happy with the amount of turnovers. It's just a mathematical equation, really. You're only allowed so many offensive possessions, and with all of these turnovers, and a lot of them have been really, I wouldn't consider they're super forced turnovers. They're just kind of a lackadaisical play, and the Yellow Jackets have to clean this up as they head towards the section time. They're too good a team to be creating these turnovers, or giving the ball back to the opposing team as much as they are.
Farrell with it now. I'm going to say every team's going to have a turnover or 2. Is Rustad 3? No. Rebound Razor turned back over. I was going to say it's those unforced ones that really have to drive coaches wild. And now here's Dawson. Lines up that shot offline though. And now Rustad gets bumped and we got a foul with 12-13 to go.
And that's not a turnover against the Rebels, but that's what we're talking about is that foul doesn't need to happen. You can control that. You know you're not going to get that rebound. Don't create that foul. It just, both teams are doing this. The flow of the game has been so hard for both of them to get into because of so many stoppages of play.
Rustad drives. Trap on him. Pass to Zacharias to Farrell now. Razor in the corner. They're going to dare him to shoot. He'll take the three off the side of the iron. Rebound grabs by the Rebels.
I like that. You got to take that. Now they got to come and guard you.
And Bjerken comes back on the other side. Hits a three. He's got 13. Cuts the lead to 9. Now Thiel to answer. Short. Long rebound. Farrell gets it, but he's on the end line.
Darn, that's too bad because that's great hustle by Isaiah Farrell. I thought that ball was out of bounds. I was actually going to move the camera back the other direction, and he just, like he was shot out of a rocket. And it's hard to see when kids don't get rewarded for that. But keep hustling there, young man. That was, you're going to get those eventually.
Big possession now, though, for the Rebels. This is 45-36. They have a chance to cut in the lead even more. Bjerken drives. There's contact. Shot ends up being short. Farrell will come back the other way for the Yellow Jackets. And Farrell knifes through and finishes. He's got 4 now.
Nice. That was a great drive and a good, again, body control right back in, and we're going to get another foul here. Again, you got to get your feet set. But going back to Isaiah Farrell, that was a good take. I like that. Put some pressure on that DGF defense.
Braden Anderson on the foul there. Now we got a timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. The Yellow Jackets lead 47-36. We'll be back.
Central Market, the fresh place in Perham and Detroit Lakes, offering the freshest meat, produce, bakery, and deli products possible with great value for your money. A visit to Central Market is a journey into freshness. You'll always be able to find a wide variety of items that will result in the perfect meal for your family and friends. Begin with their meat department, and whether it's succulent fruit and vegetables, fresh baked specialties from their bakery, or the convenience of fresh deli selections. Central Market is the fresh place for your family. Go Yellow Jackets.
At New Horizons Realty, we're on your team. For over 25 years, we've been helping families and businesses find the perfect place to call home here in the Lakes area. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or just dreaming, we've got the experience and local knowledge to guide you through every step of your real estate journey. As proud supporters of the Perham Yellowjackets, we believe in building strong teams on the mat, court, or field, and in the community. Check out our current listings at PerhamRealEstate.com or give us a call today at 218-346-7767.
Welcome back to the Hive. DGF will inbound out of the timeout. Dangerous pass. Manson gets it. Here's Bjerken now. Into the corner. Dawson back to Bjerken. Bjerken hands it off to Dawson. William Olsen spins. Floater short. Gets it back to Bjerken. Bjerken knifes through. Turnaround jumper from him. No good. Dawson the rebound. Back to Bjerken. He steps on the sideline and goes into the barricade, but he appears to be okay.
Yeah, and he just missed that bottom bleacher. I've got a great angle from right here, but again, it seems like the Rebels have found what they want to do. They're trying to get to that mid-drive, and they've been successful elevating a shot over the bigs of the Yellow Jackets. That one wasn't so successful.
Three-pointer from Miko Leonard. Leonard is no good. Saves it, but right into the hands of Bjerken. Bjerken spins, hands it off to William Olsen. Now the near side it goes. Jake Dawson downhill off the side of the backboard. And it goes near side to Manson. And it's turned over. Thiel back. Thiel taking a look. Goes behind the back. Nice feed to Farrell. Gets it to go for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, and I think it was one of those excuse me feeds, but Cypress Thiel will certainly take the assist in the book, and he should get one. Nice job by Isaiah Farrell, just kind of being Johnny on the spot right there, picking it up and then taking the contact and making the shot.
13-point Yellow Jacket lead. Farrell at the Horseman free throw line. This would be a good one to ask Thiel.
Yeah. and any good basketball player is going to say, yeah, I knew he was there all along. Didn't it look sweet? And it did.
As Farrell will go to the line to shoot for the three-point play. Yellow Jackets back up 13 now. And the free throw's no good. I think for the looks, we'll just give that, as it goes out of bounds, our Otter Tail Power play of the game.
Exactly. Yeah, well, you're not going to see a nicer pass probably this evening. And there for the Rebels, unfortunate they had three guys battle for the ball. Nobody got it. And again, for the Yellow Jackets, a good chance to score on an inbounds play.
Thiel assist is your Otter Tail Power play of the game. And Cade Razor there with the bucket.
I kind of like that. Maybe we got to do that just as we see it during. That's a nice call there, Mr. Jason Growth, on that one. I like that.
Something we did a little bit during the holiday hoops at the Hive tournament. Thought it worked out a little bit better. Thiel comes back the other side and just fouls Finn Ahonen.
I always kind of wonder, like, the surprised look out of some of these guys when maybe it isn't contact, but it sure looks like it from our distance away, like he went right through him.
I thought it was a no-brainer up here. Sorry, Lance.
Yeah, no, I would agree with you, but again, definitely feel like he must have felt like he got all ball there in the first free throws. Good.
Ahonen hits that one. 51-37. Here's that pivotal stretch, though, for the Rebels. Said it earlier when they got it to 9 in a big possession. They came down with 5 on, just ran 5 seconds off the shot clock, took a long 3, and the rebound was grabbed by the Yellow Jackets. They went on a little bit of a run. Ahonen hits the second. And you kind of look in those increments here. If you can get it down, back down to double digits, or single digits, excuse me. That's Foreman. In the lane, it's turned over.
And there's a good start as you get a first turnover in the Yellow Jackets. Those are the kind of turnovers I talked about I think is going to cause Coach Durkeising a few nightmares here, is you can't just be that sloppy with the basketball.
Turnaround jumper, no good, goes out of bounds.
And again, I know it's interesting because maybe these were some of the combinations you saw over the holiday break. I got a chance to watch a little bit. It seems like they're still kind of experimenting with who's coming into the game with who and getting that chance to work together. And again, I think here comes back the key to the Yellow Jackets. Rusted's just been that guy who hits a big shot when they need it. He gets a turnover, and he just brings that energy all the time.
Yes, 21 on the night, 18 in the first half. Here's Cox with it. Spins into the lane, knifes through off the glass, good.
Boy, sweet look there, and a nice step through, and a quick try to steal in a basket right there. I like that look by Ullman. He just kind of came through out of nowhere and thought he could steal one.
An 11-point lead now. Borman to Rustad. Jump stop, now finds Steele. Steele working downhill, shot blocked, but he's fouled.
I don't know if that look was on purpose or not, but at first glance, I really like that with Thiel and Rustad on the same side. I'd almost like to see one set a screen for the other one and see if they can get into a little two-man game. They've been the most consistent scorers, and the first free throw is good for Thiel. And then with doing that, you could set Razor on the other side. Now you cause a whole lot of trouble for the opposing teams. You got two scorers on one side and then just balance the floor with the rest of those guys.
Thiel gets the second at the Horseman free throw line. He has 11 points, 4 of them from the free throw line all in the second half. And just like that, it's back to 13. Here's William Olson, hands it off Down low it goes. Come back outside for Chase Johnson. He knifes through. Short on the glass. Rebound tapped around. And here comes Farrell for the Yellow Jackets. Kick outside. Thiel the three. It's good. Cypress Thiel the three, which might be an early dagger call there as it makes it a 16-point game. And now a steal, but a foul first.
Yeah, the Yellow Jackets were ready to run the floor. Farrell on the foul, his second. Nobody in real danger. As physical as this started, it's kind of calmed down here, and to have neither team really close to getting into the bonuses. There's a swatted out of bounds.
Mika Leonard with the close on a three-point attempt by Johnson. Sends that into the crowd, into the Anderson Bruin corner. As the ball is inbound into the backcourt and stolen and a foul.
Great hustle there. You know, those are the hustle plays we're seeing more and more out of Isaiah Farrell. He's got such instinctiveness to get to that basketball.
Jackson Ullman on the foul. Farrell gets the ball in the backcourt. 7:45 to go in this contest. Yellow Jackets by 16. Leonard thought about it now. Farrell looking inside, Razor, and it's poked away into the hands of Thiel. Jump stop into the lane, gets it to go, and has a three-point play.
Yeah, too much Thiel right now, and I said that earlier, and I really did believe it, that I thought his physical presence, I wanted to see him do just what he did there. Go up on 2 feet, make somebody try to defend you, because he is a physical presence under there. I know, the last couple of years, we've seen him more as a three-point shooter. I think where he really helps the team this year is his physical play inside.
He continues his run at the free throw line. 6 of 6 at the Horace Mann free throw line. Back tonight now to 19, the largest lead of the night for the Yellow Jackets. Dribbling down into the lane, looking for help now to the Rebels. Hand it off, turnaround jumper, that one's good. Hitting that one is Ullman. Said it, when it was at 13, it was to be a big moment for the Rebels to try to cut it down. Instead, the Yellow Jackets went on the run. Thiel gets it poked away, but it's a foul on Olsen. And that's going to put Thiel to the line. He kind of just goaded Olsen into that foul.
Right, and you get to that point in this game where the Rebels are looking at the scoreboard and they know that they have to get some extra possessions and they're going to try for the steal. He did a nice job of just kind of holding that ball there, but it was always protected and being able to draw, and he wants to get to the free throw line. He's shooting really well there tonight.
And see, Lance, there's no announcer jinx, is at 7 straight for Thiel at the line. Sam Dale will check in. It's a good discussion during the holiday hoops. It's been one since we started broadcasting.
No kidding. We've definitely probably overextended our due on that discussion, but I hear national broadcasters do the same thing.
So Dale is going to pick up the foul. The free throw will count.
That might be one of those records. You don't even play a second checking in, and you get a foul.
Goes back to, almost reminds me of the Dawson Stevens days inside the lane. One of my favorite moments as a PA announcer was announcing 3 straight in like 30 seconds on Big Dog. Driving to the hoop there is Ullman.
Hey, like people say, get your money's worth while you're in there, and he always did.
Bjorken with it. Hands it off. Johnson will take the 3. No good. Dale the rebound. Farrell with it. To Thiel, the corner. Zacharias hands it off, and it's turned over. Bjorken back the other way. Johnson the three. Couple bounces out the rim, and Rustad gets the rebound. Here's Thiel. Farrell with it as the Yellow Jackets lead 61-42 on your Hilltop Lumber scoreboard. The energy in the Hive a little different than it was about an hour and a half ago.
Yeah, that girls' game was really intense and a physical and fun one. And again, these are the possessions for the Yellow Jackets. You just can't. This is the time to work on those things. Don't make that impossible pass. Make the sure pass, because sometime down the road you're going to need that possession with 5.5 minutes to go in a really tight game.
Handoff Dawson, kick outside. Driving his cock, shot blocked by Rustad. Farrell back the other way. Takes a look back, lays up with the left hand.
Yeah, you could see him take a peek looking for a teammate and then just got the hops going and put it in, and he's really had a nice second half for the Yellow Jackets.
Holman with it. Spins. Outside, Dawson the three. Too strong. Rebound grab by Thiel.
Yeah, just enough defense there by Sam Dale to kind of get that hand, and his athleticism kind of showed there, closing the gap.
And an offensive foul has been called on Thiel. Thiel thinking he's shooting free throws, but it's an offensive foul. I think everyone in the gym is confused on that one.
I think both teams are. I think the coaching staff is, and everybody's looking like what just happened right there, but you called it early. Five minutes to go here, and again, you said it, the Hive is kind of just in watch mode right now, and good hustle there by the Yellow Jackets.
Rustad with it to Farrell. Over to Thiel. Thiel, the nice move. Into the hoop, strong. Doesn't get it to go. Razor battles for a board. Got a foul. It's going to stay on this end. Razor will be at the line.
This time for sure he's going to be at the line. Unlike last time where everybody lined up, and we've had some moments like that tonight, Jason, where things have just kind of not went well, and it started with some technical difficulties in the Hive, which has driven us to a little later start than normal.
Nice rebound by Rustad. Now Thiel. A jump stop. Flips it up. Doesn't get it to go. He'll shoot two. It's almost automatic. DGF, really no answer for it. And Thiel at the line where he's been automatic.
I'm waiting for this one to happen. We'll see if it's you or me. Look at that.
Thiel hits another.
We'll just clear it up for the people at home maybe listening for the first time. I'm the announcer jinx guy. Mr. Growth to my left is not the announcer jinx guy. And that one spins in and out, and he's happy to tell me every time he proves me wrong on that announcer jinx.
Spin into the lane, and it's stolen away by Razor. Up ahead, Thiel. Thiel looking for the contact, but that's where the official might look at the scoreboard and say they're straight up as well. And good defense. It's back the other way. Bjorken here to the corner, a three-pointer. In and out, no good on the shot attempt by Cox. Yellow Jackets back. Zacharias now to Thiel. Stay tuned. KLN Family Brands postgame show coming up. We'll wrap up tonight's action as Zacharias, the corner three is good. Just a reminder, Saturday's games will not be on the 549 Media Network. They will be on the Breakdown Classic Network. We'll get those links available to you on our activity streams. The timeout called for substitutions. 68-42, Yellow Jackets lead by 26. Holman in. Now to Togba, it's turned over. Here's Rustad to the hoop. Rebound Borman. They battle for the board. And it's grabbed by the Rebels. Here's Ullman now. Micah Strand hands it off to Toba. Toba drives. Foul is on the floor. It's going to put him to the line.
Yeah, and a good chance here for both teams to extend their bench a little bit. You never know when you get further down the line how deep your bench might have to go. And every one of these minutes is important minutes for all of these guys.
Austin Adamczyk will check in as Hezekiah Togba is at the line. Free throw's good. He'll get the second. The Horseman free throw line. Togba goes 2 of 2. Here's Leonard. Over to Anderson. Hands it off to Adamczyk. Now Leonard looking inside Dale. Now Borman. Leonard with it. Knifes through, tries to get it to Dale. Goes out of bounds.
Yeah, again, it's one of those, I heard it get called out, right idea, just not executed, and that's why these possessions are important. That might be a combination due to foul trouble that gets in the game in a really important time, and you want them to have a chance to get some live action and reps here.
Anderson to the hoop strong and finishes. Braden Anderson with his first points of the night. Ullman with it now, hands it off to William Olson. Adamczyk on him. Olson scoops. Adamczyk fouls. Olson to shoot 2.
Yeah, and that's too bad. I think he had him in good position. He was pushing him under the basket. It would have been a tough shot. It was that second when he tried to go for the ball on the block that I think got him in trouble.
Indeed, as the free throw from the Horseman free throw line is good. Reed Rokash into the game. Excuse me. Rokash. Free throw off the back iron. Ullman hands it off to Toba. Goes up strong, gets it to go. And a three-point play coming up for Toba.
Yeah, he's come in and made his mark, and that's one of those things. You look for those opportunists who all of a sudden he starts maybe getting a look as your 7th, 8th person coming off the bench because he can give you some instant offense.
Wakash now to Adamczyk. Adamczyk in the lane, off the glass, good for 2. The Yellow Jackets lead this one 72-47. And that ball dribbles to the far side, and it's turned over. Here's Adamczyk with it. Jump stops, nice into the lane, left hand, good.
Well, back-to-back, nice baskets by Adamczyk. I think we're going to get a timeout substitution.
Yep. More now coming in will be Dominic Reyes. With 1:28 to go. Inside Toba. Off the glass, Shorts. Good move to the hoop, just couldn't finish as Wakash swings around. Here's Reyes with it. Into Dale. Dale to the hoop, and he finishes. The Yellowjackets now spreading out the scoring late as they lead 76-47 in our final minute of play here from the Hive tonight. Olsen with it now. To Ullman. Ullman will take. That's off the iron. Rebound grabbed. Corralled by Reyes. The Yellowjackets. 7 seconds of difference on the shot clock and the game clock. The three is good. Reed Wolkosh hits the three. That extends the Yellow Jacket lead. The Rebels look content to just thought for a second running out. And that's what they'll do. They're going to dribble it out. The Yellow Jackets will pick up a 79-50 victory as Wyatt Conklin hits the three late.
Yeah, it got to a point where it just became one of those games, Jason, that you kind of felt the energy leave the building just a little bit in a good way for the Yellow Jackets. They turned up that defensive intensity. The offense then kind of followed suit. I thought Cypress Steele did a really nice job putting his stamp on this game by getting to the bucket, and the energy of Rustad is just something else to watch. So a nice win for the Yellow Jackets. Again, I think the Rebels just a little undermanned tonight, and it wasn't so much. They got a few guys in foul trouble, and I just don't think they can go that deep. And once they had to, the Yellow Jackets just kind of took control of this one.
We'll take a break, come back, wrap things up here from the Hive as the Yellow Jackets pick up a 79-50 victory over the Rebels.
It's not necessary to build your business in Perham, Minnesota to be successful. But it sure does help. Hammers Construction. Your vision, our team.
Picture this, brand new floors that make your home feel brand new. At Interiors by Winkles in Perham, flooring isn't just what we do, it's all we do. For over 35 years, our family-owned showroom has helped homeowners find the perfect carpet, hardwood, vinyl, or tile. We handle it all. Design ideas, detailed estimates, and expert installation, so you can enjoy the results, not the stress. Interiors by Winkles, where flooring meets expertise. Visit interiorsbywinkles.com to start today.
Odds are there's an ace right in your neighborhood. With expert advice and the right tools to make your quick fixes even quicker. Around the block, what you need in stock. With people who know their stuff. Welcome to the Home Convenience Store.
Hi, this is Mallory Stotterell and Erica Saylor from Lakes Ace Hardware. You can expect expert help for your next project at Lakes Ace Hardware, right here in downtown Perham.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
They go where you go. They're your wingman. Your, I should get this thing checked out support system. Who knows? They may even be your +1, or should we say +4? These are your tires. Small town, large city, winter, summer, every destination and every type of weather. At OK Tire Store and Service, we go the extra mile so you can add some extra miles. See us for tires, preventative maintenance, and more. OKTireInc.com.
Lakes Community Cooperative is proud to support Yellow Jacket activities and our entire community. From propane and fuel to feed, HVAC, country stores, auto shops, a meat market, and more, LCC is your one-stop cooperative for farm, home, and business needs. Locally owned and trusted for generations, Lakes Community Cooperative is committed to powering our communities and serving you every day. Visit lakescommunitycoop.com to learn more about your cooperative and the many ways we can serve you. Welcome back, KLN Family Brands postgame show. We thank you for tuning in tonight here from the Hive. Ends up being a split, but the Yellow Jacket boys get the one that they're looking for tonight, earning a 79-50 victory over the Rebels. Busted open what was a semi-close game, and with a big run late, took control and picked up the 29-point victory tonight on the Rebels. Our Steve Sanitation players of the game tonight, we'll just get right to it. Cypress Steele and Nathan Rustad, both outstanding performances. They both finish with 21 points.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier in the ladies' game, how one player for the Rebels without the other one I don't think would have been enough tonight. And I think the same thing can be said for the Yellow Jacket boys. I like the two-person game, the two-man game between Cypress Steele just getting to the basket, and then when he gets double, triple teamed when he's going, he's got a way to find Rustad, and Rustad just brings that energy. He's got a quick shot. He's lanky. He's a hard guy to try to defend, and I think it'll get reciprocated. I think you're going to start to see Rustad go to the basket, kick out to Thiel, and I think that two-man game is really going to be something that the Yellow Jackets can pin their hat on. And then you've got the size of Razor underneath the basket on the backside that if all fails loose, you can dump it down to him. And then you got some spot-up shooters in there that can also find the way. So both of those guys tonight I thought played extremely well, Jason, and I couldn't pick between the other one. I would have had to throw a dart at a dartboard, but they both really had a nice game in much different manners. But that being aside, they were both a crucial part to this win for the Yellow Jackets tonight.
Balanced attack after them as well as Rustad with 21, Thiel with 21. Then for the Yellow Jackets, Razor with 9, 8 for Isaiah Farrell, 6 for Tate Zacharias, 3 for Mika Leonard, 3 for Reed Wokash, 2 for Sam Dale, 2 for Braden Anderson, and 4 for Austin Autumncheck to lead the way for the Yellow Jackets as they cruise. An outstanding job at the free throw line, led by Cypress Steele at the line, 10 of 10.
Yeah, and he made it through the announcer jinx at least twice on his free throws, and the most important isn't that he went 10 for 10. Well, I lie. It is important that he went 10 for 10. The most important is he got 10 free throws, and that tells me he's not settling. But what I mean by that is he's not just settling for an open jump shot. He is making things happen for the Yellow Jackets by taking that ball and saying, I'm going to get to the basket, and you try to stop me. And that mentality is going to bode well for the Yellow Jackets, and it's also a mentality that becomes contagious, and those around you want to be able to do the same thing. So good night for the Yellow Jackets. Coach Durkheising, I know, just knowing him, he's not ever he's happy, but he's not satisfied, and I don't think he can be. I still think that turnover plague is just way too much for the Yellow Jackets at this point in the season. They need to clean those sorts of things up. But that being said, you can have turnovers and still win by 29 points. You're doing a lot of other things right.
Yellow Jackets improved to 6-3, 4-2 in the HOL. DGF falls to 6-4, 4-3 in the HOL. We thank you for tuning in tonight. I'd also like to give a shout out to our custodial crew. They were put on the spot tonight with the way things were going on, and they did a nice job, as well as our administration teams here tonight at the Hive. So a lot of adversity for everyone across the board, and everyone pulled through and ended up with a great night here in the Hive.
Yeah, obviously you probably weren't here if you're watching us. That only makes sense. But if you would have been here, you would have saw not one wheel in motion, but like 20 wheels in motion. And everybody kept their heads about them. They kept it calm, from fans to electricians to custodial staff to the AD department, and even you, Jason. I give you credit. We were on the fly trying to make this so we could get this to you. And just to give you guys a little hint, we had to move like 3 times and try to reset up. So you did a great job of captaining this ship, and hats off to Aaron Anderson and his crew too, because this could have been one of those nights that went down as what just happened there, and it didn't. Everybody's still in the gym, smiling, laughing, having a good time.
Well, we thank you for tuning in. Just a reminder again, Saturday's games. On the Crossover Classic, the Yellow Jacket girls take on Proctor. The boys take on St. Cloud Cathedral. We'll have the links for you can find them for Saturday on our activity stream sometime tomorrow during the day, we'll update that website and have those links available for you as the breakdown will come into the Hive. A big day of basketball starting 10 a.m. right here in the Hive, closing out with St. Cloud Cathedral and the Yellow Jacket boys to close out tonight. For Lance Rock, I'm Jason Groltz. We thank you for tuning in. We hope you have a good rest of your evening.
You've been watching 549 Media. Don't miss a moment. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications at youtube.com/@549media. The plays, the energy, the excitement, it's all right here with 549 Media.